Just slide up on my open, see it slide up on my DM. Yeah. I wake up to my baby gonna die, I like I ain't worried that I hate them, no, I cannot even see them. We're all gonna make it. Gonna make it. Gonna make it. Yeah. What's the ticker? Yeah. What's the ticker? Where's it at? What is the ticker? Where's it at? I got crypto in the bag, send the CA in the chat. Gonna ape another fat, got a runner on the map. So line is sniping like a cat, and the Soe is moving quickly. I'm gonna squeeze them where they at. I'm trying to bring the Mimquins back. 1,000X is gonna land. I got he chilling in the back, and the guest fees are gonna slap. Where's the ticker? Where's it at?
Good morning, everybody. Wow, stage is full. Now we need some more people in here. Repost the room. Put some comments down below. Everybody, welcome on the live streams as well. I don't know what's the chart up there. Is it Bitcoin? Kind of told you we're gonna go down. Gonna go down.
Yeah. Damn, that's
We're done.
scary.
We
What
out.
happened?
Last space ever. Take good morning.
Yeah. Jeez, the sky is falling. Chicken
Tic Tac, are you getting coffee? 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 Tick, are you okay? Tick, are you okay? All right, looks like Tick is. All right, looks like Tick is. Once again,
Oh
but
my
this
God.
is
Okay, can you hear me now? That was
I can hear you
the
now.
worst. I put myself into like an echo loop of like feedback because I was opening up all the live streams. Oh my gosh. For a second,
Yeah.
it was just
Yeah.
this repeating thing of Tick, are you okay? Tick, are you okay? Tick, it was
Tick, are you okay?
it was
That's basically
nightmare fuel if I've ever heard
something that
it.
I say a lot.
It was like,
But are you okay?
yeah, no, I am now. I'm
Cool.
dialed in.
Cool.
Excuse me. I should
Do
fill
you
my-
have some coffee?
I got my cup. Oh man, my cup
Nice.
today.
Good.
Yes, I've got
Good.
my coffee today. Like I took that first initial sip when it's like still way too hot to drink. But
Yes.
like I could still tell that it was like it's delicious. I'm like, ooh, I made it
Yes.
good today.
It's
So
funny.
I'm excited.
Yes.
Look,
Look,
yeah.
that's how you feel rich without being rich, right?
Oh right.
I mean,
It's
just these are all these indicators about how you could feel rich for real.
Yeah.
Imagine yourself in some, you guys know Naked and Afraid, where people are just getting tossed naked in some freaking, in
Oh yeah,
Africa
yeah.
or in the jungle or something. They don't have food. They don't have, and when I'm watching these things, I'm like, oh my God, they don't have coffee. That's all I'm thinking. Forget the
Jeez.
food. I just need my coffee, right?
Yeah, they don't even have Wi-Fi.
I mean, so, oh my
How are they
God,
gonna
yeah.
go on TikTok without any Wi-Fi? That's crazy.
Yeah. No
I was
Wi-Fi,
watching
man.
one. It was Warren Buffett going through the drive-through of McDonald's. Have you seen this? Where he has three different breakfast plans. So he has A, B, and C depending on where the market is at. So one of them is like $2.77. The other one is $3.12, and the other one's like $3.45. And so he will spend or save an extra 22 cents based on where the market is at.
Yeah.
And the dude, Warren Buffett, is, for those that don't know, he's like,
Yeah.
he's
rich.
just one of the goated.
Loaded.
Yeah, he's got more money
Yeah.
than God. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's just 22 cents.
Well,
Literally.
it's all
And
that's literally perception,
and
right?
also
So he
I was
feels
like,
very rich doing that.
is
Yeah.
it a facade though? Did he just
No,
do
it's
that?
not. It's
You think that
perception.
he
I
really
bet
lives
you it's
like that?
perception.
He really
I
lives like
know
that?
tons. I know tons of very wealthy
Yeah,
people,
that do the
and
same.
they all have different perception and
Wow.
what defines their richness.
Mm,
And some will be like, "Oh my God, I'm going to splurge on a Starbucks still." For them, that's still a thing
that's
that
to
they
me
don't
it
normally
is.
do.
To me it is because it's such a waste of money. Excuse me. I mean, like
Yeah.
occasionally, like don't get me wrong. One of the last times I went to Disneyland, which is also an insanely expensive thing to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not going to go into details, but I was at Disneyland and I was feeling lethargic, and there's a Starbucks in Disneyland, and I was like, you know what, like I'm going to spend the $8 or $9, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You don't really care at that point, but it's in terms of like building
No, you're
habits.
invested already.
It's
So
people that
yeah.
show up every day to the office with a Starbucks that it's like, bro, like, are you serious right now? Like, I mean, if you want to live like that, cool. But for me, it's just a waste of, even five
The
dollars a
thing is,
day.
if you're gonna
It's
have
a,
a lot of money,
it's 150
then you're
bucks a
still
month.
gonna have your little special things that make for you, make it
Mm,
extra special. And
yeah,
these things are possibly in your world already right now. Same behavior. It's nothing's changing too much. Don't
mm,
Yeah, you're gonna upgrade some things that you wanted to, right? Already that you're trying to upgrade already, whether that's being your car or something else in your house. Now you just get to do it on a little bit of a epic scale, right? These things, but these tiny special things, you're still gonna stand in the shower a little bit
yeah,
longer, because it feels nice and you feel blessed, right? You
right.
just, oh my God, right? Yeah, that's still gonna happen. All right. Yeah. And so that's it's all perception, you guys. All right, but let's just who is I see people on stage. Let's say good morning. Mikey's here as well. All right, let's get Senior up as well. You guys do some stage
Dude,
farming.
I should have taken some photos yesterday. This is completely off topic, but
Yes.
for some reason, I feel like it's crypto related. I saw some friends I hadn't seen in a couple years yesterday. I
Mm.
got a phone call out of the blue, and it was like, "Hey, do you want to go skateboarding right now?" And like, mind you, like I'm in my mid 30s, so that's not like a normal thing
Yeah, no.
that I do. But
Skateboarding get you wrecked.
yeah, but at the same time, I was like, yeah, because these are friends I used to go skate with like all the time, and so we went and hit the skate park last night at
Yeah.
like 7 p.m. And so it's just cool. It's like we were talking about things that make you happy, like. No amount of money could give me the same sort of feeling that I had reconnecting with some friends I hadn't gone skating with in a couple of years, getting back on the skateboard, like dropping in on the ramp, doing all that stuff, like busting out some tricks, like that. There, money can't buy you that feeling. And like what we were
No.
talking about, I was like, well, if I get like all the money in the world, all I'm gonna be able to do is go skateboarding and mountain biking as much as I want to, essentially. Like
Look, I'm not
yeah.
gonna because I'm gonna leave that up to my subscriptions where I'm gonna teach you how
Hmm.
to do conversational hypnosis for you for to do with other people and yourself
Yeah.
and hypnosis too. But I'm also gonna explain that you and money, that money is just a mirror of you, right? And so it has nothing to do with something external. It's all on the inside
Mm.
for real because you can feel rich. And it's the definition. If you would call money a different name, try this experiment 24 hours whenever money comes up in your mind
Yeah.
or literally in reality, so somebody's talking about money and so you're gonna have a thought about money,
Okay, I love this already.
name the money a different name.
Okay, like doo doo, like
Yeah.
what, like
I like to
something
give it like
positive
a
or
little bit of
negative?
I like to give it a positive name.
Okay, so call it like, God, I'm trying to think. What's something? Call it joy.
Yeah, yeah, you could do that.
I
I
mean, that
call
doesn't
mine
really
is
work.
mine my money's called Richie Rich. It's
Richie,
his name is Rich.
Slick Rick,
Okay, so now when we
Slick
gave it a
Rich.
name, see how this
Okay,
works. Now that we gave money a name,
Richie
my
Rich.
name is Rich, Richie, right?
Okay,
So when I want Richie over in my house, is my house going to be a mess? No, I'm cleaning up if Richie
yeah,
comes.
true. Okay,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So why is your wallet a freaking dump? Why you still have
Mm,
old receipts in there? Why you
damn.
not making room and have it nice so Rich
Yeah,
wants to come over,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Every time if Rich comes, I'm gonna treat Rich nice. I'm not gonna dunk it in some meme token and gone is Rich. I'm abusing Rich. What the hell?
That
Then
is
Rich,
abusing Rich. Yeah.
Rich do not want to come to Wild anymore. See, this is how it works. So when you make it a person, when you make it into something in something that's your friend,
Yeah.
suddenly things change towards
Wow.
money. You're
Wow,
just, oh
that's
my
deep.
God, I'm doing this to my money. Oh,
Hmm.
I'm doing this to Rich.
Yeah. Yeah. So another way to put it is like, imagine money was one of
Yeah.
like your best friends or your significant other.
Also, yeah.
Would you
Well,
treat
also, if
money like,
if
yeah.
if Rich if Rich then comes up, and I'm not thankful for Rich to be there,
Yeah. Wow.
because I'm
Uh-huh.
saying to him, you're not enough.
Yeah.
You should be more.
Right.
Rich also don't wants to come in my house anymore. See?
Wow. Yeah, that
See how that
relates to the
works?
Warren Buffett spending the 22 cents too,
Yes.
because of how
Yes.
he treats Rich,
Yes.
essentially.
Yes,
He doesn't
exactly.
waste Rich. He doesn't
He
just
doesn't waste
abuse
Rich.
he
He
doesn't
just by
abuse
waste
Rich.
it.
He
He
realizes
doesn't use
that
it. He
Rich,
doesn't put it
yeah,
down.
Rich
If
is
Rich
special. He
shows
has to be
up,
grateful for the
yes,
presence that Rich is provides a
exactly.
tool to him.
Exactly.
So he's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm so thankful that I have this tool, and thank God I have enough of it so that I can buy myself this sausage and biscuit
Yeah.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So
In,
if
in
Rich is
metaphorical
showing
speaking, I
up,
understand what I do. I
if
draw the connections.
see?
Yes, I follow you. Yeah.
Yes, and it's about vibes. See, it's about
I was thinking
energy.
about this
And so
yesterday
when you
about
yeah,
grateful gratitude. I don't know why,
if
but
I don't care if
mhm.
Rich is showing up in his bathrobe looking all freaking funky from the weekend. I don't care if he shows up in a tuxedo. I'm just happy that Rich is there.
Mhm.
See?
Mhm. Yeah.
Rich is coming. I'm always welcoming Rich. Come on, Rich, let's go. All right?
Let's go, Rich.
Rich is always good enough for me the way Rich comes,
Yeah.
whichever way he wants to come to me. And
Yeah.
my money is called Rich, so that
Yeah.
you're Richie, right? So Richie comes and he's always welcome. There's always a place for Rich in my wallet. It's organized there, right?
Right.
So
Right.
Rich is coming home.
Organization. Damn. That's
Rich
I.
is coming
It's.
home to a clean
Mhm.
environment there,
Mhm.
so Rich can multiply if he wants to, right? Yeah. See, but you can if you put a name to the money, and then every time you talk about the money, you're going to talk about it as a name and a person, and then see how you treat it.
Right. So
And
like, if
it's
Rich was
often
coming
it's the
over,
way. Yeah,
I love the thing about cleaning up your house, or like
yeah,
personal hygiene. Are you gonna like brushing your
yeah,
teeth, taking a shower? Like
yeah,
whatever, making your bed. Rich
yeah,
is coming over and he wants to use your bathroom,
yeah,
and you're gonna leave your
yeah.
bed a mess.
Exactly.
Like, no,
Yeah,
clean that up for him. So
yeah.
I get the analogy, and that is a good one.
Rich wants to
I'm
take you on vacation, or maybe move a country to that mansion you always wanted,
do
but you
you
got to pack in an hour. Are you ready for this?
I really want to know
Right?
what's going on with
Yeah.
Bitcoin though. What the
Bitcoin
hell
is going to
happened?
retest.
Was there a mass liquidation that just
Nothing.
happened an hour ago? Like
No.
when I put on the 2 hour candles, that one candle,
Yeah.
that wick, that long
Yeah.
ass wick that dips down to
All
one
right. So
oh,
what
what the
levels
hell
did I
it's
give
at?
you?
That would
What
take.
levels did I give you yesterday? I gave you 106 to 115. And I was telling you guys we're going to go
Oh yeah,
down,
because
right?
I
We're
put
moving
on
it. Yeah.
the Gaussian, was it?
Yeah. Yep.
I think when I put on
Yep.
I put on one overlay, and then all of a sudden it like gave those
Yep. Give
levels
it away.
clearly.
Yep.
Yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm just surprised to see that wick still. When you see it like in black and white like that, or pink and yellow like that,
Yeah.
it's like, damn, like that's a big ass wick.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
shake. They're doing another shakeout. Like we just had one last week. So this is
No, no,
a weekly
no.
thing.
We're gonna move between the 106 and the 115.
That
That's what we're
that's
gonna do.
that's a few Bitcoin that had to have been sold to move the chart that much, though, right? That's like that
Yeah. Well,
takes.
that it does what it does, right? When
Yeah.
we do analytics, we see this is the channel it moves in. So my orders below are at 1.6 and my selling point is 1.15.
So it's not like Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan, BlackRock that are like doing mass
No,
liquidations.
actually,
No.
Asia is buying, and so you see it now start to pump. Same happened last year. You see now in my night time, so early in
Uh
your
huh.
day, Asia time, when the market opens there, you see a pump, and then you see the U.S. selling
Right.
later. Yeah,
Right. That process keeps repeating. So it's
yeah,
so it's eight, because okay, that's the 4 a.m. art my time
yeah,
pumps that I see, because those I
yeah,
started noticing that rhythm like a year ago, that like between like 3 a.m., 4, 5 a.m., like it seemed like China was like waking up, or their market was
yeah.
opening or something, like the day traders were hitting the screens.
Asia is
And
opening,
dude,
and then they're top blasting, and then
have you
the
seen
U.S.
that
is
video?
selling.
Have you seen that
But
video of
but
the Chinese quantitatives, the guys with like the 5 screens, and he's sitting there and he's talking about doing day
yeah,
trading, and it's like, America, this is who you have to compete with, and this
yeah.
dude is so dialed in, like like he's explaining what he's doing, like the trades he has open, and like what he's
Hmm.
gonna short, and like blah blah blah, but he's like he's a freaking like a machine. He's a beast. Like, it's kind of crazy, dystopian. Sorry, I don't mean to go off on a rant.
No problem. Let's have a little bit of a talk around Bitcoin. I'm gonna read an article and
Yeah.
some words around that. We're gonna say good morning to everybody. You guys leave something in that purple pill below. Also, hey, Woo is here. Christian,
Oh, damn.
Aubrey is in the house. I just see everybody is lining up. You guys come on stage and join the conversation. It's a Wednesday. It's the hump in the market. FOMC right today as well, and we're gonna get a cut.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was that thing
And
that the
no,
thing
that
about the
should make it
feds.
pump. No, that should make
That's
it
what they're
pump.
saying.
But
It's bullish. Yeah.
yeah,
The
but that's why we do not trade news because it's always a sell the news event somehow.
yeah.
So here's why Bitcoin market dynamics are evolving as new developments surface overnight. So the Bitcoin market landscape continues to evolve rapidly with new developments emerging overnight and are reshaping short-term sentiment and long-term investors that are positioning across spot and derivatives markets. Price action remains steady while on chain and institutional signals are shifting. What happened with Bitcoin over the last 24 hours? In an ex post, a crypto analyst called Luca has offered insight on Bitcoin's recent market movement. Over the past 24 hours, several notable developments in the Bitcoin space have occurred. While Bitcoin price action has been moving lower, funding rates have also declined, a combination that suggests long positions are being flushed out of the market. However, Luca explains that the open interest has actually increased, pointing to something entirely different and signaling that bears are actively doubling down, not bulls getting liquidated. See,
Mm,
here's the difference. This is what I'm
mm.
seeing too. We
Yeah.
call that a
Michael Saylor's
that's
acquiring more. We
yeah,
saw
it's
that.
it's called yeah, it's that bullish divergence in this case.
Mm.
So by aggressive short positioning, that's how these he
They can
believes that
acquire
the
more.
recent drop, yeah, isn't the longs getting flushed, it's the aggressive short positions as traders are trying to front run a potential
Wow.
breakdown. So historically,
And smaller people keep getting liquidated. There was that one guy that was up
yeah,
87 million and then he got
yeah,
liquidated for like
yeah,
1.3, I think. Or
yeah,
some or
super
maybe it
low.
was 300,000 he got liquidated
Hmm.
for something
Hmm.
like that, but he was up at one point
Yeah.
like 8 million or something. 8.7 million, I
Well,
think,
that other guy, James, was up
trying to
40
long
million.
Bitcoin. And the institutions
Yeah,
keep shorting it on purpose to do like this like
yeah.
psyop thing because it keeps seeming like it's about to take off, and then but I mean you're calling it correctly. You're like, no, we're going to see more sideways movement. It's
Yeah,
going to
but
pull
that's if
back.
you
It's
look
going to
at the
go up.
chart,
It's
right?
yeah,
So a lot
yeah.
of people that trade futures are trading based on emotions.
Mm,
So historically, this kind of setup often fuels the next major move up. This is what I've been hinting towards as well. Actually, you can quote me here after the fact. 3 to 10th of November that week, we're going to build a reversal and start pumping really hard. That's what I see in the chart, right?
after rent's
That's,
paid, it seems like after
that's
rent's paid, that week is always like
yeah,
bullish.
well,
We always go.
we're coming. Look,
Mm,
when we see things in the chart, I'm not going to wonder what news it takes for us to get there. It's going to do it. Whatever it is, we're going to hindsight be like, oh, it was this. It's like, all right, cool. I don't care what it will take. People were saying ETFs, we need ETFs. We had two
mm.
bull runs without ETFs, and every time it was the ETFs, right? We need the ETFs. No, Bitcoin went in a bull run. Chart said so.
I'm
And
so
then it was
confused
like,
by
we need
ETFs.
Trump. We need Trump. We need Trump. Trump needs to say something. Bump our bags. Well,
Does
whoever
anyone
says something says something. The chart was saying we're going to go on a bull run anyways. We're going to have a breakout anyways. We know our targets for the bull run for Bitcoin already. So it's just a matter of time.
are
And
ETFs a
this
good
is,
idea? I like they
but
seem like a
this is
scam to me.
I really want to teach you that this is how your brain works. When you see something, when you have an inkling on something, let's say, just in life in general, you have an inkling.
A gut feeling.
Yeah. But
Okay,
now
was
you're gonna, because you don't have the information about how that's gonna unfold and what causing this,
uh-huh.
your brain is gonna fill in the gaps
Yeah, like AI
and it's gonna
does.
look around for shit to fill the gap to make it logical and explainable to
To
you because
to
you can't
to
explain it.
yeah, to affirm my narrative that I've
Yes,
created.
from your
Yeah,
own
yeah,
narrative, of
for
course.
sure. You see that
Yeah.
all the time. when people are like,
Yeah,
dude,
and we're
listen to this,
doing
it's gonna
this,
blow your mind.
but you're doing it now with Bitcoin as well. Why is Bitcoin down? No, I
I'm
told
making a
you it
bunch
was
of
going to go down.
assumptions. Yeah, I'm making a ton of assumptions.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's
So
why I
you're
ask
creating
you just to
images.
bring it to the
Mm-hmm.
forefront of the conversation because that's common. That's a common maybe misconception or because I hear it from other people. It's not an original thought that I just had. It's kind of like a recirculated theory or whatever. People are like, oh, BlackRock's selling again. But meanwhile, I'm seeing, what is it? Michael Saylor just bought 36 Bitcoin the other day,
Mm-hmm.
like 2 days ago.
Yeah,
36 Bitcoin valued at whatever
yeah,
36 times 100,000 is. But yeah, $3.6 million. But
yeah. But does it matter? His average is $74,000 Bitcoin.
yeah, damn.
So,
Yeah, I brought that up too about that
so
Japanese company. It's not MicroStrategy, but there's another one that all that they do is acquire Bitcoin. God, and I can't remember. It's on one of the live streams, but they're a Japanese company, and all they do is acquire Bitcoin, and they've been doing it for 2 years, and they're up like hella because they've just been acquiring and acquiring, and it's like even if you started a year ago, you'd still be up 60%. They started 2 years ago, so they're up whatever the hell that is. Yeah, they're up a buttload. So
So,
yeah.
but here in this article, they are going to do it the other way around a little bit. They are going to make sense of the fact that Bitcoin is going to pump and they're going to try and reasoning for it. So, every time we are trying to reason something, we are putting in our own biases and we are just trying to figure out because we're reasoning, right, with the how and the when instead of just recognizing that it is going to happen. This is all pre-programmed. It doesn't matter the how and the when. Well, we'll see when we get there how it went, right? The fact is, I'm going to be a millionaire
Hell yeah.
this cycle. So,
Or
however,
trillionaire with a T.
well, next cycle billionaire. Let's go for it.
Shoot
But
for the stars.
historically, this kind of setup always fuels the next major move up. See the reasoning in this? As excessive short exposure creates the perfect conditions for a short squeeze. A full-time crypto trader and investor, Dan Crypto, he's a Dutch guy, has also mentioned that the Bitcoin price action, funding rate, and open interest have barely changed this month. Meanwhile, Bitcoin has remained flat in October, despite reaching its first new all-time highs, and then Bitcoin pulled back to 20% lower, which is nothing for Bitcoin. Dan further highlighted that the neutrality of the funding rate has largely traded at its levels for the past 2 to 3 months, particularly dropping back to the level last seen in July, which is the only major change in that movement. This shows that leverage has been reduced, especially compared to when Bitcoin was trading at similar prices in August and September. A lot more volatility there, right? Bitcoin derivatives market hit the reset button. And so Bitcoin funding flip is officially in, and it might be the signal the market has been waiting for. A popular crypto news source, Cryptos Russ, has revealed that a negative funding rate had just wiped the market clean. While leverage was flushed out, shorts got paid, and open interest cooled off. This is exactly the kind of deep reset the markets needed, and now the sign of recovery is back in the green. However, every time these funding rate flips from negative to positive after a reset, Bitcoin starts building momentum again. Bitcoin saw the same move in June and September, which currently is happening again. He also further noted that since October 22nd, the funding rate has been steadily climbing back above zero, but the Bitcoin price has been consolidating. This is also a bullish divergence. Such a combination feels like the calm before the next storm. All right, and then I'm going to look at the
Mm,
chart, and I already
yeah,
spotted it this morning.
and that
That a
totally
lamb
makes
likes to do
sense.
PA.
Because
Yeah, so it
we're
could,
consolidating above 105K. We've been above
yes.
105K for so damn long that
So I'm
yeah.
not watching the live stream with you, but do you pull the Bitcoin chart up and I'll show you guys, and
Yeah, I
then we're
got
gonna
it on
move
the
on and say good
4 hour
morning.
right now with the
All right,
GF
put it on
MACD
a
and the
daily.
stochastic on the
Do
daily. Here we
two
go.
things. Put
Here
it
we
on a
go.
daily.
Perfect.
Yeah. Um, Put a regular RSI on there. So the RSI 14 close or something like that.
Uh, you said, hold on, which one should I do? just
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 a
the regular
regular,
RSI. There we go.
yeah,
There
regular
we go.
RSI. It's on the 14 close. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, on the
Okay,
bot, the
good.
purple and
And
yellow.
All right. And then I spotted on the lower time frames that a price squeeze was coming for the larger frames. And this is what the guy was talking about. This is that calm before the storm. I'm going to show you this in technicals. And then when I see something like a price squeeze, you always want to use a Bollinger Band because the Bollinger Band will tell you where the squeeze is. So we're going to show you, and I want you to use the Bollinger Awesome Alert R1 by Just Uncle because that one actually has the alerts on it for buying and selling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I want you to put it on the daily and then put that Bollinger Band on there, and now you're going to see the price squeeze on the daily. See when those fangs, the blue hasn't shown yet, so the blue is where the real nip, but the blue is starting to show. But you see these fangs that are just squeezing the candles?
Right.
That's a price. That's a price squeeze. But it's on the daily. It's not on the lower time frame. So what does it tell us?
And then
That
also,
we're going to go down, but the overall movement is going to be up.
right.
See?
And
So we're going to go down temporary, reset that RSI, bring it into a squeeze. So we're not going to lose that lower wick. Bring it into a squeeze, and then we're going to see an explosive move up. And that's because it's on the daily. But we got to let this play out. Now, if this for any other reason, it also gave a buy signal on a Bollinger Band.
and those
right?
are targets too, 118 and 116. My shit's all lit up now like a Christmas
Yeah.
tree. What the
Yeah.
hell? That's sick. I've
Yeah,
never
see how
noticed
this
that.
works? Yeah,
Oh, it's because I'm using
use,
what's his name? The Uncle, Just Uncle's
yeah,
Awesome Alert. Oh, wow. That is
yeah, see?
sick overlay.
So this is how you trade on the Bollinger Band. But the Bollinger Band works best for trading this one, or else you got to tweak it. This indicator works best on higher time frames as well, dailies, right? Dailies, 4 hours. I would not go lower with the Bollinger Band, or else you got to tighten the band up for a lower time frame. This
Yeah.
one is made to trade Bitcoin with, so also older charts and slower moving like Bitcoin. And then something like this work. And if you can tell, it's mighty accurate, right? If you use that Bollinger Band.
You said that that W formation that we see on the chart on the daily, that W is a bullish signal on the chart, isn't it? The one that we see over the last few days, that W, or is that not, does that not apply on daily on like higher time frames? Is that like a lower time frame thing?
What do you mean?
Because there was some other time that we've seen like a
I don't see it on a daily.
like a W, where it
No,
comes.
I don't.
Oh,
It's a head and shoulder. It's almost like a head and shoulders on a daily.
Maybe I didn't make my coffee strong enough. Here, this is the one I'm seeing. It goes like this to this, and then it goes back down here, and then it goes back up. So that's kind of like a W. It looks like it lights up.
No, because the inside of the W cannot go over the sides, and it did.
Oh, I see.
So
okay.
that's not the one. But if you, I'm gonna show you something else then, just because we're just fucking around at this point. It's the last thing. So do a trend line, put it on a daily. Do a trend line starting from go over the tops here. Let's go over the tops. What's this day? Thursday the 14th of August, that top. Then draw a trend line over the top of, what is here? The 18th of September. Because that trend line is holding us as support. Watch this. That one is going to hold us a little bit as support. So we're going to move in this price range, like I told you guys, 106 to 115. These are the lower and the bigger end of that channel, right? And traders will trade that. So trading will happen, right? But we're going to get squeezed out. And so at one point, they won't set high and the lower won't set low. And then we're going to get little candles next to each other. And then boom, that's what creates a volatility. Now, if volume is not coming in, this will break down to the down. And that's why we have this bearish divergence playing out. So like on the RSI. So there's also a chance for this to break down.
Hold on. So draw the line from the top of the 14th candle to the 18th candle.
18th, yes, and
Yeah.
let extend that over the next candle, and then you see that the candle, the body of the candle right now is holding over that line.
Let's see. What's like extend it?
There's
Oh, you
only
mean
a
extend
wick
it all the
there.
way out, like to here?
Yeah, yeah.
I went too far, I think.
Well, into the future.
So to the 10th of
Into the
November, you're
future.
thinking, oh, like this, right? So that's the
Yeah,
target,
sure. Doesn't matter. It's for
106.
it's for to watch. It's for to watch this candle.
But this is for
See,
entry?
no. I'm just telling you where we get support from. So we
Oh,
look
I
at this
see.
candle for today. See how the wick only went below, but the body stayed above.
Ah, yeah, okay. I see what you're saying now. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely,
So
right
it's
there.
this trend line is
Yeah, that's a
trying to give
trip.
us lift. Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
So this trend line is trying to give us some support, and that's why I'm thinking we're gonna break to the upside here.
Dude, that is
Right.
incredible. That is
But
I
before we
can't believe
do,
that.
we might need to go down a little bit and get really good in the pinch because the pinch isn't happening yet. But you can see it now
Wow.
happening on the daily
Right.
with the Bollinger Band.
And so
So you
that's kind
don't
of
have
what
to be confused.
and that's
Yeah.
what you're just reading about the consolidating and how it's like kind of like I don't know what the
Yes.
word it used, but it said something along like boring or like going easy, like and yeah, and that's a good thing because volume, but volume's not necessarily building. No, volume is building, but the market cap is going down because of the amount of trading. No,
Volume is buying, selling, right?
right,
That's volume.
right. So volume
And
is
so,
going
but
up, right, or no?
no, it's too low. Look at the candle,
Oh,
it's not that big.
mm,
I know big candles, but it means the volatility is out, and that's where you get a price squeeze. And so when we start to see tiny little candles on lower time frames, I'm always checking the daily, put a Bollinger Band on there. Now I do this particular one because I wanted you guys in this audience to have it, so you can mess around with trading with it because it is giving you these signals. But a regular Bollinger Band will do as well. And then you can tell that the pinch is coming, and you spotted that already on the lower time frames. So this is how you do TA and to get some confluence about what's going on in the market and what your eyes are seeing. So I'm first seeing these
right.
tiny candles, right? Low volume. Now, what's the opposite of low volume? High volume. Volatility needs to come then. And so I'm checking, when is that coming? Are we getting into a price pinch here? Are we getting into a squeeze? And yes, we are. We look at it on the daily and we're coming there. And then also look where we saw big bumps like that happen, right? Yeah. So yeah, big bumps.
So on the smaller on the shorter time frames, the smaller candles are also an indicator as well because it's showing that it's a tighter
Yeah,
um zone
yeah.
that it's consolidating in, price zone that it's
Yeah, it comes in a tighter range. It
right,
comes in a range, it's consolidating, and then the bears are not doing much, but the bulls are not doing much either,
right.
right?
Yeah, it looks like an
And the
XRP
opposite of
chart,
that,
a bunch of little
yeah,
candles all the way along and then one big
yeah,
candle out of the
yeah,
blue.
out of the blue. So yeah, and it's trying to get that breakout now above, and it needs to hold that trend line. But yeah, we are just like I said, we can break below there, but it doesn't mean that it will nullify that signal, that buy signal at all. But the daily RSI does not look good. So I'm thinking we're gonna just slowly reset that RSI. We can look at 106 there as the lower end of things, and that's where I trigger a trade there if it comes down to it. I did open a long on Caspa because that chart looks amazing. I think Caspa is going to rally for the next few days. I think a long there is appropriate. I'm also spotting the same thing happening, the same squeeze with a big ass buy signal on Floki. So I'm flagging that one to look into for a trade. Nakamoto Games had the same setup. If you pull up these charts, you can see where they are the same in behavior. And Jasmine is pumping, and Jasmine Golden Cross already as well. So these are all tokens that kind of escape a little bit of that dominance. I think TRX is due for, oh, not yet, TRX not, but flag it for Monday or something like that, or TRX, make a good trade there. So that's basically what I do. When I see it, I'm flagging it. I have 300 tokens on here. I'll just go ahead and go through everything and flag it for a trade if I see a good setup come in within the next 2-3 days.
Yeah,
Then I use different colors.
I had another limit order for some SAE go through. I'm like, I'm so flipped out. I swear to God. I'm like, because I mean, I'm looking at those as like extra long-term plays because it's like I'm like, okay, so
Yes.
Sui's a
Yes.
long-term
Shipping.
play. I'm like, Sei's an even longer-term
Yes.
play than Sui. Then and I'm like, well, I might as well start acquiring now anyway. If that ecosystem, I mean, it seems promising to me. The tech seems like it's good tech, and it seems like rails that things are being ran on. As far as Sei goes, like it just from what I know about it. And
Yeah.
for me, it doesn't take much. It's like oh, layer one, like
Oh,
check.
boy.
Yeah, it's like
Well, for me, it's also evident that sometimes when you see a layer one and it's under 1 billion market cap, I'm just like,
it's
what? Yeah,
worth the
I'm
risk.
immediately interested. Yeah, I'm
For
immediately
me, it's worth
interested.
the risk. It's
Yeah.
like such a no brainer. I'm like, how much? I'm like the amount of work that it takes to make the whole blockchain network to make this
Yeah.
layer one, and the website alone for Say Network alone is like I was sold as soon as I saw their website, and it's nothing special. Like I could make a website like this. It's pretty simple, but it's the fact that it's obvious that there's money behind it, and it took like it's just well thought out. Even the website alone, dude. Even if they had zero technology, I still would have bought Sei's token just because their website's so sick. It's nothing special, but damn, it's dope. You've seen it, right?
Tick, I think you need to do another. Yes,
Okay, let me do it.
you need to do another round trip.
Gotcha. Sorry. Anyone that's tuned in right now, I apologize about this. I have issues with my connectivity, and let me go ahead. I'll get this thing cooking. Let's go, baby. Come on. Let's go.
Y'all.
Bullish.
Another day
Good
in crypto.
morning. Hey, Christian, how you doing?
Doing good. I saw how, I mean, we just had a crazy downturn all of a sudden.
Stay ahead of time if you were not going to short. This morning, I told people get your shorts ready, and it's not to go swimming. All right, it's not go swimming. But it doesn't matter volatility. We make money either direction. So for me,
That's the name of the game.
that's the name of the
Up and
game.
down.
Now
Yeah.
I do have to also give a disclaimer with this because we are macro bullish. It's going to be easier to spot longs, right? And they are more calm and they're going to take a little while longer. The shorts are going to be more aggressive and fast. And so that's why we have a long bias because we are macro bullish, right? But if we flip bear, then we're going to be macro bearish, and then you can get your short out every day, just like you can hold your longs out for a few days longer, right? Then it's going in another direction. So if you are trading futures, you need to understand that we're macro bullish, and so your longs are going to have your bias. It's okay to have the longs have the bias in that case, right? It's easier to long than it is to short when it's macro bullish.
But that
So
dude just
I
got
have
wrecked.
a bull bias here when I'm looking in my TA. But when I see a short, I will change that hat for a bear and I will short, right? Because, yeah, we want to make bread. It's about bread.
I I want to find
Yeah.
the thing about the
Tick
the
is back.
Yeah, I am so sorry about that, you guys. I
No
was just
problem.
telling Wilder I'm gonna try to buy another stick of RAM. I gotta find
Yeah.
out which I can't remember what kind of memory this motherboard takes, but I'm gonna do some investigating. I think I can get another stick of 16 gigs for like I was shopping and it was looking like $50 for another 16 gigs.
Oh,
So
wow, that's
between
not bad.
50 to $100 probably for another stick. But even if it's $100, I might as well just. Dude, that's when it starts. You get to the point. It's like, do I put another $100 into this machine, or do I just
Yes, or we're
finance a
gonna
whole new
change.
machine
Yeah,
for
yeah,
$150 a month? Like
yeah.
that's what I did with my last one. In 7 months the thing was paid off, and I had a brand new computer, and then it boosted my credit score like 30 points or something. I have my credit score. Like when I walked into the car dealership last month, they couldn't wait. Like when they pulled out my FICO and everything.
Yeah.
I'm a car salesman's like dream in terms of my credit score. Yeah, I've been
They
building my
couldn't
credit.
wait to load you up with another loan. There we go.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they can't wait to sign me up. But luckily,
They
I'm not.
couldn't wait to book you in.
Yeah, but I'm definitely my credit score is good though because I'm good at like controlling it. My dad used to write credit card system software, so he explained to me that it's just an algorithm, and he told me how to boost your credit score by you take out a loan and then you pay off a certain percentage of the principal, not the entire principal. Like let's say it's 30% of the principal, and you do that month after month consistently. So you pay more than the minimum due, but so if it's a certain percentage, like 20% or whatever, and you leave a certain amount still lent, your credit score it has a crazy. I know that you're not in the U.S., so it doesn't really matter for you, but or I don't know.
No,
Does it
here we
apply
have a
for you?
different system.
You
No,
do?
here you can get a loan when you're 18. You can get a loan, but here's the deal. That's why we don't take out loans, right? It makes no sense for us to do so. It's better to save up and pay for it because you got to pay that interest. Also, if you cannot pay, and that happens 3 times, they will list you on the naughty list,
Right.
and that naughty list will only go away after you paid the full amount,
Wow.
and
Plus
then
interest.
plus 5 years.
Oh, damn! You get banned for
So
5 years.
yes.
Whoa. Ouch.
So we do
Yeah.
not take loans here, and it also makes no sense because we
Yeah.
don't have a credit, so we
For,
don't need a credit score.
there's a lot of
That's
places
nice.
here that do 0% financing to incentivize you to be a customer with them. And so that's a loophole that I've always seen, like with anything that I could buy with cash. Like let's say there's something I want for like $600 and I have the $600 cash, but they offer 0% financing. What I'll do is I'll give the company no money at first and then just finance it, pay $100 a month or whatever it is for that 6 months. It boosts my credit score. I get the thing at the same price I was going to pay anyway. But the most important part of that is that I had the money in the first place. So never try to finance anything, put anything on credit that you don't already have the cash for. That's like the
Exactly.
first, like that is the most important rule, because if you put something like on a credit card and think that like in the future you're gonna have like more money magically, you're still gonna have your bills that are coming up that you have to continue paying for. So
Yeah, of
it's
course.
going to be very difficult, and then especially if interest starts coming into the equation as
And
well
you
at
know,
like
you are what,
30%. You're
guys? Life is volatile too.
yeah.
Something can happen, and you
Yeah.
might just not have,
Car
And
accident,
so,
you get sick, you have to
well,
take 2 weeks off from work. My girlfriend, she almost got in a car accident yesterday on her way home from work. She had just got off the
uh,
phone with me, and
she
they're
okay?
doing she's okay, yeah, but
Okay.
they're doing construction over by her house. She has a Tesla, and even in her Tesla, somehow she went through like a red, like the light was red. She accidentally like ran a red light and like had to like swerve to avoid like hitting a car that was
You hear that,
turning.
Elon? You hear that, Elon?
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't even know where the hell I was going with
Who's
this. Oh, but
Elon?
yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
freak things can happen. You never know what can happen. I was so thankful that she was okay, but it's like you never know what could happen that could set you back. You might get sick and have to take a couple weeks off
Absolutely.
from work. You might,
Yeah.
maybe your animal or your
We like to think we're in control, but there is at any moment in time,
absolutely, damn,
100 million different ways where you can get wrecked just being out in nature.
and
So,
being
and
reminded,
that's
yeah,
just nature on its own. That's
Black
not even in
Swan
the
event.
kingdom, right? So,
black swan
yeah,
events, yeah.
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 Well, we call it a black swan is life, right?
Mm.
You should be
That's
Yeah, yeah.
reality,
grateful. You
right?
woke you woke up
Hmm.
freaking with a roof over your head, or you be dead in 3 days, man. I could not survive out of the streets. I would be honest about this. You put me on a deserted island. Yes,
You
my
would survive.
DNA will be rocked of this earth. I will not make it.com.
If I
And I
can
know
make it,
this.
you can make it.
Well, people are cocky. I have been in situations in the mountains with snow that you can't come down the freaking Himalayas. It's fucking scary stuff, man. And everybody is really cocky. It's like, no, I'm gonna run. No, it's not that easy. And when you are cold and hungry and dehydrated, shit goes down like
Yeah.
within hours, not days, hours.
Yeah, and
That's when you really, that's when you really get to learn who you are, like on the
Yeah,
inside. Like what,
exactly,
what,
right?
what bad shit would you do to just survive or whatever?
well,
And
yeah,
I do
And
not. I
You do more
survived,
than you think.
but I'm very grateful that I have a roof on my head and blankets, and I can drink water and that kind of basic stuff, right?
Well, we've
Really,
got mountain lions here in California, not
that's what
far
I'm
from where
talking
I live.
about.
Like I could go ride my bike 15 minutes up the street, and there's mountain lions that actually live up in this the wilderness park that's near my house. And people used to ask me like, dude, what if one rolls up on you? What? Because people have actually died over here from being attacked by. It doesn't happen often, but in the last 10 years, I think there's been like 3 deaths from mountain lions. And it's usually the mountain
Yeah,
lion confusing. They don't realize it's a human. It's a person that's usually crouched down, like doing something. But
yeah.
anyways, people would ask me like, "What would you do?" And in my cocky self, I'm like, "Oh, dude, I'd beat that mountain lion up." But
Well,
like,
no,
I,
yeah, exactly. You're right. I would
I,
shoot my gun in time. No, you would
yeah,
not. You probably
I
the
would
odds
be
are
so
against you, right?
scared,
Yeah.
shitless. Yeah,
Yeah,
So,
people are like this all the time. I noticed it. I was out with some teenagers last week, right? And it was raining and it was wind and all complaining and stuff. And I'm like, you guys would not even survive 1 hour.
oh
You just
wow,
be
yeah,
happy you have a freaking jacket on, right?
yeah,
Just walk on.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we're all
here in
in another.
California, it never rains. So when it does, like
Yeah,
Californians kind of
you're
like,
melting. Yeah.
yeah, like we can't drive in the rain. Like it's like a nightmare. And so people from out of state are all confused because they're like, dude, I don't understand why everyone's all like afraid of the rain here because it hardly ever rains. So when it does, everyone loses their mind. Yeah.
So I think Panda here can confirm that because I think it's a Northern European thing. We don't complain about the weather. We just say your clothing it's not good enough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like
Yeah,
old saying, it's
yeah,
not bad weather, it's bad clothing.
it's bad clothing. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Bad clothing.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
You made the wrong choice. That's what you
Mm.
did. It's not about
You
the
didn't
weather. It's
put on
about
enough.
yeah.
Simple.
That's it. You didn't
So,
put on the right jacket for this weather. That's up to you. That's not rain, right?
yeah, a little rain, come on.
Yeah, here we have, I don't know if you have a similar thing, but here it's like, well, you're not made out of sugar. Nothing will happen.
Oh no, that's a new one. I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, here we say you're not made out of sugar. You won't
But
melt.
I'm a cutie pie, so I'm made of sugar.
Well, I'm made out of sugar and spice. Yes. Let's say good morning also to Evil Alien Collective. Good morning. These good mornings are drag it on, Tick. We gotta hit
Mm.
more people up here. We gotta
Oh
be
yes.
quicker about. Yeah, Alien. Good morning.
Whoa.
That was
Damn.
so
He.
insightful. What a freaking, I mean, I feel inspired. How about you?
Where can I buy? Take my money,
Where can
please.
I? It's the ticker. We go. Let's say good morning to Senior as well. Senior, good morning. He's here. He just opened his mic. Easy victim. Good morning.
Good
Are
morning,
you
Wild. Good
serious?
morning,
Oh, I
Wild.
thought you were gonna do the same thing to me. Good morning. How are you doing?
Was that
Tough,
EAC?
tough crowd today. Damn.
It's I don't know
Is this
what's
thing
up.
on?
The ticker is crickets. The ticker is crickets, and
Tickers,
it's on.
dicks.
It's the crickets
Ticker
is.
sticks.
Dude, I love when she plays it randomly out of the blue, like
Ticker
someone's
dick.
talking and all of a
Yeah,
sudden
dude.
somebody's trying to shill and it's like the ticker is dicks.
this is this is
Leverage is
when
the
I'm
key.
actually have enough of the low quality shilling, and I was just gonna go to Tigger's digs.
Dude, it's the
It was
greatest.
actually nobility. He's here in the because I remember nobility. I remember
Oh
you
God.
because you were talking about the ticker. It sounded like dicks, and that's why we have our jingle, the ticker's dicks.
Oh, it's the
That's
funniest. We got to
feeding it
drop
to
that
you.
ticker one day. I don't know how well it would
We
do
did.
actually. That's kind of I don't
It
know.
always reminds me of Cock Inu on
Oh yeah.
Avex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is great too. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
dude, there was an era of very vulgar. Oh yeah, hell yeah.
The ticker is dicks. High leverage is the game, and the ticker is dicks.
Our jingle. There was an era where where I'd go on Dex Screener and the vulgarity of the names of the tokens,
Yes.
it was just so like repulsive that like I couldn't even show
My
people my
God.
portfolio. Like I would
We
for
need to.
shock value.
We
I'm like,
need
hey,
to.
look what I'm holding.
We need to have a space where we roast tickers because here's the thing: some of y'all believe so hard that these are gonna get listed. Well, let me tell you, tits and ass will never get on Binance.
Yeah, Titcoin did really
For the-
well for a while. Yeah,
if
dude,
they
it's
not, if they cannot spin it in any other way, like cock inu, right? Like that was a nice spin on things, and you can do tits, but then it's gonna be a short for something, right? Then you can get away with it. But this is vulgar like that. Forget a listing on Binance. Forget Coinbase. Forget Big Cat. Forget all second tier. You can
tech
get Mexi. You can
tech
get
in the
Mexi.
trenches is tits. Tech in the trenches.
Yeah, and I'm not digital Maxi, but Maxi is kind of like the pimp, right? So on the exchange wise speaking, Maxi is definitely a pimp exchange.
Mm, yeah.
Let's say good morning to Adam, and then we're gonna say hi to Aaron as well. See, Aaron is from the Vault community. Adam, good morning.
Gem,
Mama.
Gem, Gem, Gem.
Jim, Jim,
How's it
Jim.
going,
Jim,
guys?
Jim, Jim, Jim.
Good to see you. Good to see you. What's going on?
You're not
Great
seeing
to
Yeah.
see
nothing,
you,
Adam.
dude. Thank you
I'm
for
not
coming
seeing
on.
nothing. Yeah, it's true. I've got no idea. I like saying that in spaces. I feel it's slightly
Yeah.
disconcerting as well,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Good to see you guys.
Good
Good
to see
to
you
Oh,
guys.
I
look
love
at
it. I
the
love it.
I love it.
good to
Dude,
look at the PFPs. Yeah.
honestly, I always say good to see you, like in an ironic way, and it's so funny that you touch on that because people, I always could tell that they are always like, yeah, good to see you too. They're like, are we really seeing each other? But it's like, no, it's like, yeah, we kind of are in a virtual way. But
Well, when I think of Adam, I think of that PFP, right? And the free your mind. No, real. And it's no, yeah, but it's not. It's weird. You're thinking
Yeah.
while
It
sitting there, a little pixelated bow on a
it is
dog.
weird.
It is
I've
weird.
also had some funny space experiences where I've kind of seen, I feel like I've seen people coming in. There's a guy who's got like he's got a Pepe PFP with like two guns, like two revolvers.
I
I
love
think he's
it.
called like Mr. Brick, Mr. Based, Mr. Based, Mr. Big Brick Based or something dot base dot eth. But I kind of like had this experience. I feel like he came into the space and he was dancing, and I kind of have this memory of him just like dancing in the space, and because the DJ was playing, and I was really fucking spaced out. And but it's cool actually. One thing that hasn't been explored enough is like the auditory metaverse, right? So
Yes.
could you imagine like the using the power of suggestion
Oh
to
yes.
connect um
Mhm.
through audio, right? Like it's not because the visual metaverse, it's so in your face, right? They just strap in and look through the fucking goggles, and
Well,
we're
I
just gonna
tell you this. I
blast
can
your
tell you this, Adam, because I'm gonna follow a new study. I'm gonna get my master's in linguistics. I'm going to start that in January. And because I know that we are so hung up on body language. And of course, it's visual is very much a part of our life. I'm not saying it's not, right? What I am saying is that linguistics is even more important because it actually tells you, it's very much more clear than any body language could be. And so our words are coming straight from our subconscious mind. And that's how people, especially when we are doing going interrogation and that kind of stuff, right? People will start leak what they did because they're going to use the words, certain words attached to the experience, and it's going to come up. And we know this happens because lying is so hard for us to do. And we know this happens in the third and the fourth sentence. Always, when you want to get the truth out of people, skip the first two things because they're just trying to make nice. They're giving prefaces to their behavior, so they're gonna find excuses, right, or other reasons why. And then in the third and the fourth is the actual truth here. And so they know this. So very obvious in negative experience with this, because there's positive experience with this, because I'm a therapist. The reason for me to do linguistics very important, because when people come to me, I ask them what they think is wrong with them, and so I gotta uncover a lot of truth there as well, because also there could be some shame around it, so they might not want to tell me, right? So they might want to be a little bit deceptive, and that's not coming from a place of negativity, it's coming from a place of self-protection, right? And so, but let's say in a murder case, I strangled somebody, right? I'm gonna say some things about it, but I'm gonna probably refer to the words throat, collar, anything that's related to that area. So that's leakage, right? And so we know this. So we have there's actually an AI for this that does forensic linguistics to spot deception, and it's called Veriscope. So that might be nice for you to check out, Adam. Veriscope. V
Veroscope,
Yeah, Veriscope.
VERA. Oh,
VRI. Sorry, Veriscope.
ah,
Am I saying this right?
Veriscope. Interesting.
Yeah,
Cool. Yeah.
yeah, and it does.
Nice.
Yeah, so when somebody makes a statement, you put that whole statement in text in there, and it will start giving you deception points and words of interest where there's a lot of stress around the word based on prefaces and, well, and there's a lot more to it. Let's not go into
So
that.
are you actually using all of this
Yes.
data that you're collecting in spaces to kind of
Yes.
create like deep profiles on
Everybody.
speakers? Everybody.
Everybody. There's no escaping me.
There's no
Also,
escape.
because I do conversational hypnosis, so I know the power of words.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I mean, I know you know.
Yes.
But now I know. Now
That
you know.
I
I know.
know. I
You know.
know.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah,
4D chess only here.
yeah.
Let's say good morning to Aaron. Aaron, good morning to you. Good to see you.
Good morning, Wild. Good morning,
Good
Tick.
morning.
I'm not. I didn't come to Jim. I didn't come to chill anything. I always like to pick your brains because you
Yeah.
guys are professionals in the industry.
Well,
I
always
sent
welcome. Yeah, to have a conversation. I encourage conversation.
I sent you a copy of my post. I wanted you to look at. I'm trying to figure out how much of myself to put into my timeline because
Okay.
people don't want to just see business; they want to see a person too. You know, like I'm supposed to
Yes.
try to sell myself as well. Correct?
And not to send links. That's very smart, right? So I'm going in. All right. So I would break this down into a thread because it's too long. People aren't going to read this. So you can pack this into a thread and make it a little bit more educational. So you're gonna explain to other people the process that you're going through and
Okay,
take
it's
about,
a
yeah,
good
that
idea.
process.
It's a
Yep.
decent idea though. Like I was just something I was thinking of. So my wife sees me and thinks I'm wasting my time and whatnot. So I was just trying to, I was talking to AI, doing my morning brainstorming. And
Uh-huh.
sorry, I'm outside with the dog. She's going to a doctor's appointment right now. It's windy. But it's just an idea that came to me. I'm like, maybe I can make this into a post. So
Yeah, yeah. No, it's a
it's too
great
long.
post, but it's too long for X. Yeah.
For which
So
one? I'm trying to find it.
no,
I'm
I mean
sorry.
it's in my DMs, but it's about 4 paragraphs. So, anything out of your 280
Ooh,
characters.
yeah.
Yeah, we
You
all
know
know the
what's
story when I had my GM
mm,
and I was saying good morning,
hmm,
said something about Bitcoin, and by the way, you guys, should I be wearing pants today or not? And there was one person out of the 450 comments that actually picked up on that and said no, I would go without pants today. The rest of them just said good morning, like the good sheep that they are. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is just giving us its information. So it's just, I'm not blaming anybody. I do it all the time too. I see good morning, I say good morning, and we move on. It's like that neighbor that says good morning and wants to give you a whole story of his whole morning. And you're just sitting there like, I'm trying to get the word, bro. And I'm never going to say good morning to you anymore. All right. Right. So that's a little bit of the vibes that we have on Twitter. So anything that is longer needs to be chopped up. And so I would make it a thread. I would go and put this in ChatGPT or whatever AI you're using and be like, hey, ChatGPT, could you make me
exactly.
a very sharp thread
Hmm.
around this topic? Because I want to. I want to, and then you're gonna give the ChatGPT the intent, right? So you give your intent, copy pasta this one, and then it will, and then give 5 different threads. So ask it to give you 5 different options. And also, what you need to do is give it a little bit of a spin. Like, I want it to vibe like this. I want it to have these vibes.
Yeah.
Maybe authenticity. Authenticity. That's the
Right.
vibe right. I want, or I want to influence people. So it's going to be influencer vibed, right? So give a little bit of that. The intent of the post with it,
Yeah.
and then
ChatGPT is free and easy to do that with, and just like you're
I
saying,
actually
yeah.
I made a mistake yesterday. I thought that I was getting away with like a free trial on Copilot, and I
Uh-huh.
didn't think I had any money in my account. But
ooh,
I somehow paid $9 for the Copilot. But it
Mhm.
says that it's got a better memory now, so
Mm.
it says I only have a phone, so it says you can do more with the computer though.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you have a check mark, Grok is for free, but I kind of think that ChatGPT, you can do some free stuff on there
Yeah.
too. And I think for threads and stuff, for the way ChatGPT words things is a little bit closer to my vocabulary, also
Mm,
because it knows me, right? So
right.
it's trained basically. So, but go
Yeah,
ahead on there.
I've been talking with it for a year. It knows me, and like
Hmm.
it's
Yeah,
really got me down to a T. Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
got my
Wh-
Chicago
Yeah,
style.
but
which one?
here's the trap with you training your AI to be knowing you, because then if you wanna
Digital twin.
if things are too much the same, you're gonna get stuck in a loop. And so sometimes you need to ask it, hey, I want to change as a person to a little bit more of this vibe. Can you make my post a little bit more of this vibe so I can be that new person, right?
Yes, I
That's what you're gonna
definitely
see.
don't. I don't just copy and paste it. I just
Yeah,
I take the
yeah,
idea and I make it mine. But yes,
yeah,
I completely understand, and I do that. But thank you for your advice.
yeah.
I've been using Copilot. I use them both. I use them all.
I would make a thread and then have that pinned for a while as a pinned post. I would also post that thread in a community and then repost that whole thread on your profile. It's going to get more views this way.
Wild, wild. I made a community for my Telegram group for this mob game I'm
Mm-hmm,
playing. I
mm-hmm.
saw that nobody else did that, and then when I did it, it gave me an option to run a space from the community. Like I
Yes,
didn't even
it
know that
does.
was
Yes.
possible. It was
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. I'm going to do that too when I do my spaces. I'm opening them in Wild Media, which is my community. And so, well, I've been giving the alpha left and right already, so why not give it in this space as well? Again, for you guys who don't know, if you want to have more views, maybe you want to get monetized and let something go viral, go post in an appropriate community. So don't go post a crypto thing in a freaking baseball community. That makes no sense, right? So make it appropriate. Do the post. So let's say I'm gonna do the GM essay because everybody does a GM post, so relatable. So GM, I'm gonna do that in any media, entertainment, crypto, right? It can be all those. It could even be a good morning community. Just make sure they're lower than, let's say, 500 members because you do not want any competition, right? So actually, the lower they are, the better it is. And then you're gonna do that. Plan for 3 to 7 days. You're going to do the same thing at the same time. So a good morning post, you make them different every time, of course, but the
Well, I'm
same. Yeah.
sorry to interrupt you. How many characters should I be making? Per
280 max.
Thank you.
Basically, 3 sentences. That's what Anons can deal. And then the third usually is a drop off. So the third should not have any alpha
Yeah, like when I'm scrolling, if I see something that's
fluff.
like this is a post right here that's like 6 or 7 lines long, and it's like my mind just automatically filters it out, like because it's like too long. Don't want to like
It's scroll.
it's
Yeah.
just yeah, it
Scroll.
keeps
Yeah.
scrolling because it's like that's the knee jerk reaction. So that's kind of what you
Yeah.
want to cater toward, or
Well, what you can do multiple things with that. You
mm-hmm.
can manipulate it in your call to action. You can go for farming, for engagement. You can. There's tons of things that you can do with a post, or the reason why you're posting it. So your intent, it must be clear with every post. So if I need to post for views, is what I say. So you're gonna go use 280 characters max. You're gonna use a video 0.5% to accompany that post with, right? And props if you have meta text in there that are relatable to your text. That's something I noticed as well. And so you're gonna, if I do that good morning post at 7 a.m. my time, right? Then the next day is also gonna be 7 a.m. my time. The algorithm loves consistency, like literally, right? So, and then you're gonna do that for 3 to 7 days, and you'll see the views go up. So you're gonna post in there, share it with your followers, but when you post it, immediately do a repost for everybody that doesn't follow you and is outside of that community. That's the alpha. And then you'll see that in 3 to 7 days, you're going to gain traction, and that momentum is just going to build and compound. So you got to just, hang in there with it and just do it over and over again every day.
One more
Consistent.
question, please.
Yeah.
I was asking AI how to get my community to show up on my page, and it says basically I have to like ask X to put it up there. Is that true?
Yes, that's true. This is how you do it. You go to communities. Let me see how I did that. Yeah, you're going to go to are you on the phone on the app?
Yes.
All right, go to your left menu, right? You have profile, premium, video chat, and then there's communities.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, yeah. And there you can, you have your starting page, la la la. And there you can also look up your own community. And then you can put that community on your profile. So if you go to my profile, you see that communities, Wild Media is a start there. See?
Okay. Thank you very much.
No problem. So that's how you get views. And so I did that on the fourth day. On the third day, I got traction, 20K on the post. On the fourth day, 40K. And then somewhere around day 5 or 6, my first over 1.3 million. And then on the seventh day, I got 9 point something million. So, which these in that case will get you monetized. Now, this is not the only, this is just one ingredient, right? The other one is, okay, how do we need to get that bump then? Well, we get that bump if we get some traction. And when we get traction in a small community, we are getting then boosted to other communities. So other communities, people are of the same interests. So in everything in entertainment, anything in finance, whatever, right? They will get the you on their timeline. It's going to be shared interesting, and then the algorithm will push you out. And I think Adam is doing something similar and is doing well with that as well. Yeah, Panda.
Oh yeah, no, no, it's not. It's something new. It's this autumn thing that I talked about the other day. Um, I now have like some comments down here. I don't know if you
Oh,
checked
it's
it out
about
in the
all
DMs.
right. Well, no, not yet, because
No.
there's 2 or 3 teams that I'm in talks with for collaboration. For
Mm-hmm.
some alpha that is coming out as well. So this is kind of work around that, you guys. And of course, I will make sure the villages will have bread as well, right? So
Yeah.
so that's all going on. But just is anybody clear on this topic? Do we have any questions around here? Viral posting, what you need to be posting, etc.
No, no.
No,
I'm
you
on
guys.
every Sunday space pretty much.
Yes, exactly right. You get
Yeah, I watch
the
you. You learn.
Sunday
You teach
alpha.
me a lot. Yeah, yeah.
I just gave Aaron's a VIP treatment because this is not usually what we discuss here and what's a ticker. But Aaron, keep me posted and come up on stage and tell us how you're doing with us, and we tweak where we have to. All right, let's say good morning to John. John is on stage with us. John, good morning.
Hi, GM guys. How you doing? How you guys doing? Wow,
Jim,
how
Jim,
you
Jim.
doing?
Jim, Jim, Jim.
Morning, John. Morning, John.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I would first love to commend you for what you do. It's amazing how much you share. It's amazing how much you share, and it is rare to see people like yourself doing things like this. So I say that thank you for that. So actually, I wouldn't waste your time, and like the title of the space is called "What's the Ticker?"
What's the
So,
ticker? You're
so
here to
I'm here
chill.
representing a brand. Yeah, Yeah, something like that. But I'm not gonna take much of the time. Just gonna be short and direct.
All
It's
right.
gonna be
So
short and
hold
direct.
on a minute, because I gotta inform you. We are always live on 6 live streams, you guys. We are on Kick, we are on Twitch, we're on Retake, we are on YouTube, we're on X, and we stream on Pump Fun at the same time. So everybody here in this space sees you and your PFP, right? So you show, don't be zombie sitting there. It's not attractive. Gain some attention for yourself. Say hi to the people, do 100 heart and laugh. Show that you're alive. I mean, sign of life, right? It's basically, and you see me doing that a lot when I use my emojis. That's why people like you. Really, if you just sit there,
Everybody
it's,
spam that
you know, different.
emojis, spam emojis.
What is this? What are you saying? Spam
I tell you,
emojis?
they should spam the emojis. Yeah, the
Yes,
emojis.
very important. It shows your account is active and you are live. Right? You are live. You are ready. Come and take me. Here I am, baby. See, that's how you need to come. Right? Here. That's how you need to
On
bring
my
it.
way. I'm on
Here
way to
I am.
Amsterdam.
Yeah, see? Right?
Let's go.
It's working. I don't even, my voice is so wrecked. I do not sing very well, but I'm doing it. I don't even care, right? Because I know it doesn't matter, right? As long as you're just alive, you need to be alive. I mean, look,
I've
when we
learned so
walk
much since
outside,
I've started coming here.
yeah, exactly. Aaron, you're gonna make it, my guy. You just got to be consistent with the things you're doing, and then you're gonna make it, right? There is no doubt. I believe in you. Let's go. And everybody that works and grinds, at one point, consistently will beat talent that gives up. Yes? Understand this. All right.
Say that again. Hold on. That kind of went over my head.
Why?
You said that.
When talent gives up, it's just the people who are doing things on repeat consistently win just by the fact that they are doing it, and the talent just is laying there like a zombie.
Hmm.
So I
You can't
cannot
beat what
sing,
doesn't
but I'm
quit.
doing it anyway. But there might be here somebody on stage that's actually a singer that is not opening the mic and doing the same thing. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah, you can't beat what doesn't quit. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good.
You
Yeah.
can't beat. You can't
Even
beat who
even his
refuses to
talent. Yeah.
lose.
Yeah,
Exactly.
refuse to lose. That's
You
awesome.
just
Yeah.
you persist. And it's okay to pivot for success. Sometimes you need to ask questions and then you alter and then you learn. And at one point you find the recipe, right? But there are no shortcuts to this. The algorithm, if you want traction and engagement, you got to give it to other people regularly. But here's the thing, people give up. They open businesses and they give up in the first 2 months or something.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah.
you think? It takes freaking 2 years. I built my business. I was still eating oatmeal after 2 years because everything I earned went back into everything else to
Yeah.
compound the momentum that I had. And at one point, after 5 years, I sold it and I made a ton of money. But this was, man, I gave up a lot for this. It's not easy,
Hmm.
right? But you don't want easy. Just do what you want to do and then do it well every day. And you're gonna find it boring. Some days you might not like it. You're just like, I don't see the results.
If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Well, that's where you need to get a little bit delusional, double down on yourself, and be like, no, I'm just gonna pull my pants up, do it again.
Right. Damn.
Right? That's it. It's
That's
the same
deep.
with training. How do you? Well, it's not deep. It's just that's how it works. I have a
When I say it's deep, I mean that it applies to. It's like a very like universal
Yeah, it's real.
yeah,
concept.
it's
It
true.
can apply
This
to
is true.
like so many different things. Yeah, it's just a pitfall in anything that you're trying to get better at. Is self doubt or feeling like we're not gonna make it, that type of thing.
Yeah, but
Which we all do,
you're only
and
gonna
then you
get like
gotta
knocked
ignore
out.
and do it anyway, right? And I'm not
Yes.
talking bullshit. I did competitions. I have two national number ones under my belt for deadlifting, right? And that didn't start on day one, right? That's a journey. And I'm not gonna lie, there were days where I was like, I'm absolutely gonna win nothing, right? And I don't want to go because it's cold outside, right? And I was just like, you know what? Shut up. We're just gonna have to do this anyway. Let's just go ahead and do it anyway,
Mm.
right? And usually these were the best days. Right, when you are just like, no, we're gonna have to do it anyway. When you see resistance showing up in your life, you gotta slam it in the face
Yeah,
and be like, no, I'm gonna
it's
do it
called
anyway. Because
contrary action. So
yes,
contrary
because
action is where you kind of dissociate from what your natural knee jerk natural tendency is to want to, like,
no, what happens is that your comfort zone likes to keep
yeah,
you all comfy,
right.
and so it will throw everything at you, right? Oh, but it's raining. Oh, but it's cold, and
Mm,
maybe I deserve a break anyway. You have
hmm.
not deserved shit, and you don't need a break.
Exactly. Yeah.
As most of us do not
Yeah,
need a break.
yeah,
We
yeah,
need to
yeah,
take
yeah.
more action. Yeah, exactly. So, all right, let's just not jump on it. I see EAC has his hand up as well, but before we go there, let's have John chill his sticker on the 6 live streams.
Oh,
John,
that's
bring
right.
it.
Yeah.
Give me a good chill because everybody's watching there as well. No pressure.
Yo, you said no pressure. It feels like pressure to me.
I'm
So
just turning up the heat, my
guys,
guy. Bring it.
thank you for the opportunity to show um my token. I'll call it my token because we are a community that we are not just a one man army. Everybody is part of the community, and we have all hands on deck. So what is the name of the ticker? It's as simple as gotta believe, because it is a very direct and straightforward ticker, because it's something we see on a daily basis. It's something that keeps the hope alive. Do you understand? When you are feeling down, when you feel like, oh, things gonna work out on this space and stuff, and you just see a token and comes and pop at here and like, um, gotta believe. It's as simple as that. We have an amazing website, good graphics. So I'm just gonna put it like this. Gotta believe is not just a meme coin. It is a movement. It's a movement of believers, a movement of storytellers, a movement of creators, people that are hungry to be builders. You understand? So we support everybody and anybody on the community. In the community, we support you. We support you by doing by being there for you, coming up to your spaces, pushing you as much as we can, even without you being an investor in the token. So gotta believe is it is the main it is a gateway to the main ecosystem, because we are a whole ecosystem. We are bringing in NFTs, we are bringing in out in casinos, we are bringing in games, we are bringing in different things in the ecosystem basically. So we are an ecosystem. So you know that when you're about to enter a building, you cannot just jump through the fence or just fly down from wherever. You have to take a step, and the first step we have to take is actually gotta believe the token. That is the gotta believe token. Yeah. And maybe after the show I'll probably put my website up there so I can check it out and see it for yourself. It is well explanatory. It is direct and straightforward. Yeah. Like I said, gotta believe gotta believe token is a gateway to the main ecosystem. Now I will tell you you should why you should not sleep on it. I'm not trying to convince you to buy, but you should buy. Um, so gotta believe is, like I said, it's not another just another meme coin on Solana, because we are launched on the Solana ecosystem. It is a key to our kingdom, a key to the ecosystem. Um, we are building life living ecosystem powered by belief, community, and the culture of memes. Actually, so gotta believe is the ticket to your entry to the ecosystem, unlocking access to building the world of innovation, creativity, and collective ambition. In the full noise of market, Gallup believe is our edge. We thrive and we build on belief. Do you understand? So we don't follow the trends. We are not trying to like be like every other token. We're not trying to bore you with the old bullshit. We're trying to create something new. We're trying to bring in creators. We're trying to bring in builders. We're trying to bring it even the newbies, because nobody is left out. We don't leave anybody behind in our community. Our community is not just about holders, it's about
John, I
builders, about
appreciate
dreamers,
you.
about belief.
John, I appreciate you, but I'm gonna coach you a little bit on chilling here because I can't resist. I'm gonna make you a little bit better. So, I will, because I'm just like that. I let people go on for a little bit. Other spaces where you chill, when it's a chill space, will not allow you to do any of this, right? And so You got to be a little bit quicker. You got to give the right information because all of what I heard, I didn't hear clear, and especially not the ticker and where I need to buy it, what the platform was it was launched on, what the launch market cap was, and what the all-time high was, and where it's sitting now. These are all things people like. If people are buying in the market for buying, these are all things that people who are buying like to know, right? The going around on a sentiment is all distracting from this. That's just me giving you a tip. This is me from knowing because Wild here has been chilling for 3 years, pitching elevator pitches all the time, right? So these are things that people like to know about a token. So you got to come straight out of the gate with that information, and then you end this by saying, if you guys have any questions, then I'm here to answer them. And so this prevents, by saying this, if you guys have any questions, I'll be here to answer them. Thank you very much, right? That prevents you going on and on and on. Because people will ask the information that they find missing in the story and will have a conversation with you about it, right? And then you can answer them. And then you answer them only with the information that they want and not the fluff around, right? Do you get that? I'm not trying to tear you
No, yeah,
down.
I
I'm
do.
trying to make you better.
It is a
Yeah, I do.
custom CA. It looks like it was launched on Jupiter. Market cap is at 47K. But yeah, it is a custom contract
Custom
address.
CA.
So
See,
yeah,
this is something that is that's a bullish aspect to know, right? That's something because this might be something that is customly built, and I would like to know them. Maybe not a pump fund launch. This is all things that people would like to hear, and so you got to incorporate that into what's the ticker tick because I didn't even get the ticker.
it's GTABLV. So it's gotta believe is what that is. So it's launched 105 days ago, and it's at 17% bonded.
What's the ticker again?
GTABLV. This token may not be sellable. Jupe shield warnings. High single ownership, low organic activity, not verified, and token may not be sellable. Top 10% holders is 15%. 36 holders in 105 days since launch and 17% bonding curve. So, yeah, man, you got to believe in something.
You need a ton of belief here.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, John, but we need a ton of belief.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
So, John, was this launched 105 days ago?
Yeah, we did a soft launch 105 days ago, and we've been pushing it slow, but we're about to take things to the next level. Yeah. But I feel you should you see Sarge down there, right? Sarge, my girlfriend. He can tell you more about the token.
Belief Igniter. So, is Belief Igniter the dev? No, that's okay. I see. Belief Igniter is like the name of the account for. Let me see. And dang, it's still posting on the timeline. 36 holders, huh? This is something.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're gonna look at that. But David, I'm gonna give you over John. Sorry, right, John's. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm gonna give you some homework. We are here from Monday to Saturday, and I want you to give a better shield for this. I want you to work on that a little bit, and this is gonna help you out, not just for this token or anything, but it's gonna make you give you better shields for whatever you got. You want to pump your bags. I got that, and everybody should. Always clap for this, right? But do a better job. Come back and do a better job. All right. I believe you can. I believe you can do better and more. So I'm gonna hold you to a better standard here. All right. Highest standard. Thank you for coming by. We're here from Monday to Saturday, so, and you're always welcome to come, John. And please do not take this personal, but I see you and you can do better, so I'm going to make you better this way, right? So we could sit here and say nothing, and then we stay the same, right? It's also not supposed to happen. So let's go to we got Sir McGuffin, Sir Jay McGuffin, Sir Jay.
Good morning, wherever you are. I know you're far away.
Doesn't matter. It's good
First,
morning to
I
you.
want to thank you for coaching John. I asked John to come up and shill today so I could hear his shill, and you gave him great coaching. But you said a key point that I grew up on in food service. I worked for PepsiCo,
Yeah.
and one of my mentors said, if you walk past the standard that is not being met and say nothing, you rob that person of the ability to be their best success.
Yes.
And you just almost quoted that verbatim. And I appreciate you giving John the extra coaching on there on how to make a good shill. I'm not going to repitch it because you already took up the time from your space. We'll talk about another time about why it's 36 holders and 110 days, all that kind of stuff. Talk about that another time. I just want to say thank you for your space, and we'll keep tapping in.
Well, thank you for coming, and I appreciate that because I know some people think Wild here is out to get people. I'm not. I'm trying to make you better. And if you see a message in that, then it's yours to take, right? And step up. So I had people say the same to me, John. So and I took that and I was like, you know what? Yes, maybe I do, and I need to try it a different way, right? Because if the student is ready, the master will show up, and my master still show up for me every day. But pass that around, right? Don't sit on information. Just pass that around, make people better around you. Because in the end, that's my life mission, and whether that's through psychology and therapy, pass that around, right? Don't sit on information. Just pass that around, make people better around you. Because in the end, that's my life mission, and whether that's through psychology and therapy, whether that's through hypnosis, whether that's through personal training, whether that's on here in spaces, making you a better trader, better shiller, better anything. If I just help one person be better every day, my life is going to be awesome. It's 365 days a year. Let's go. I see Tick has fallen off a cliff again, so let's remove him and not allow him back. No.
Yes. Yeah. Cool. I'm back. Oh, shoot. But I can't hear anyone. No. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God. All right.
Get P, simple ticker for entire metaverse. And Serge is a great guy. He's a real builder in the space. So if you want to like invest in someone who's really building, I threw the ticker up there. Go check it out. Yes, it's not a ticker, like it has a low holder count and but don't find it as those are negatives. Like just reach out to Serge and talk to him about like why you should invest into him and what he's building, because I believe in him, because he believes in me. And so support those who support you, and that's what we're all here to do. So that's my shill for Gotta Believe.
So immediately better vibes. Feel the difference here? Yeah, you're actually relating to the name of the token itself by repeating it in different contexts, right? So this is all, yeah, John, write things down, right? Write things down because yes, everything is explainable in a bearish light or in a bullish light, right? And so it's all in vibes how you bring it, you guys. But yeah, buyers like to have some technical information too, and then you can go quickly through that, and that takes like 10 seconds, and then you can go into the atmosphere of the thing. And look, if it's small and you're building community, there should be an objective to your show. There should be a clear intent on what you want to do on this space. What is the goal of the show? Is it more buyers? All right, well, you can go about that a few ways too. But usually, what you should aim for in spaces is a call to action. because people rarely buy by hearing things just once, right? Especially in crypto, because most people got the wallets burned and stuff, right? And the money lost, and so some are very careful and I want to hear a few things. So be on stages. Uh, Frequently, right? Go to the same stages, give an update. You don't need to do that every day, but once a week, right? Rotate through the spaces, be like, hey, we're here, we're back again. So people hear for a second time. But a call to action for to build community would be, well, guys, join the Telegram, right? Or have a little bit of a incentive for the Telegram. That would be great too, right? So you get to talk to people, right? So you can actually have a little bit of a longer back and forth
Yeah.
in the TG every
Damn.
day. You can,
That's
right? So
huge. There's
yes, for
because there's been so many times where that was my buying, like my
yes,
decision maker right there. It's like I see, oh, they
yes,
have a Telegram. I join the Telegram, see what's going on in
yes.
there, and then if
They
there's like
probably have
50 people,
a
yeah,
buy bot going on. There's vibes. People
yeah,
see the def is there,
right.
and it gives you an indication of, oh, these people are really involved and active.
And
Yeah.
you have an idea of kind of like where they're at in the space
Yes.
as well, and like
Yeah.
how much maybe experience they have, or what
Absolutely.
kind of bag they're holding. The people that have $15 in the project that are just waiting to make
Mm.
like just trying to get like enough to buy a
Yeah.
cheeseburger. Like it becomes very evident when you're in the TG what kind of vibes are going on. If like
Yes.
it's laughable because it's like
So
there's
it's so
such,
that, but
yeah,
that should be then the objective of
yeah,
the show
right.
is then to for this token. If I would be, because I do consultancy for projects as well, so get that very clear. Actually, write bullet points down, the call to action, and then write down this day I'm in spaces, and this is my objective for my shills. I want, and then do numbers on this, right? So don't just go willy nilly. Say, I want 50 more people in my TG. That's going to be the goal. So the call to action, I need to get people into TG. So what am I going to, I'm going to ask them to join the TG, maybe give some incentive to come into the TG. You're going to come up with ways how to get that goal of 50 more members in the TG done. Right, and so that gives a very clear thing of what you need to be doing then in spaces instead of just willy-nilly it and then maybe hit and miss there, right? So and it's really doable to get 50 members a day in a Telegram this way, really. So yeah, so I'm going to do it for you. The goal I'm going to help you with the goal is to head in over into that TG. Is that's a TG or Discord? Sergey. I'm just gonna call you Sergey.
Dude, this video on
Is it a
EAC's.
Telegram? Is it a Telegram?
Telegram.
Telegram. All right, you guys. So, look, small projects can be really bullish. You just got to lift the veil and the curtain. And the only way to do that is to hop in that TG. So, if you like what you heard so far, right, just go over to the profile there. Or even, you know what? Sergey, pin it up here above. And so, usually it's on the profiles, you guys. You go to that Telegram, you hop in there. And that's something you always need to be doing, anyways, right? And you're going to just taste the vibes. And you're going to stay in there, hey, right? What's up? And then people are responding to you, and from that you get a vibe. There's probably some things going on that are pinned up in the TG that they just didn't touch on in this space, and so get curious and hop right in. There we go. See, I did it for you. All right, you guys, much love there. Who was next? Who's up for shilling? I see Fox is here with Dark Matter. Christian is here as well. Panda, Shill, Alien, anybody? Shill? Everybody
Yeah, I
afraid to
got some
shill?
alpha.
I know that Fox not afraid to shill. He's like born shit. He was coming out going like, well, you got to stay decentralized, by your crypto. That's it. Let's go, Fox.
What's up, everybody out there? I'm sorry my voice isn't back to its harmonic serenity, but yo, what's up?
Chill, chill,
Everybody in
man.
the crowd, everybody on the stage, big love to you all.
Live
Yeah,
streams?
Yeah, you sound
yeah, yeah,
better.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You sound much
Thanks.
better.
I'm glad I sound better. Yeah, I'm not dying as much as I was, but still quite ill. Um, but yeah, hey everybody, good day to you all, wherever you are, all of that good stuff. So I've come up here a few times before, if you haven't heard me, which is I run this Web3 tech development agency. We build small builds, big builds for clients, AI, ICO platforms, blockchains, all of this stuff. And we also have a 8-chain trading suite or sniper bot that also has a lot of premium features like copy trading, multi-spawn, buy, wallet, sell, all of this stuff, market making, volume bots, snipe from pin post, the latest verified contracts across all chains that we support, which is Solana, ETH, BNB, Polygon, Base, Arbitrum, AVAX, Optimism. XRP, Tron, Sui, and Ton are coming soon. But yeah, we just released some new alpha today. Apart from having a couple of more consultants coming on board our team to help us with client acquisition, we've already built quite a few big builds, but we've got a couple more clients, one for November, and then more people to help us with their satisfaction onboarding. And the best thing about that is the more that we produce for clients, the more they recommend us, the more brand awareness we get, the more money we get and revenue to put into our token that we're launching. We're running a seed sale that's being released tonight, by the way. We're launching on Ethereum. So the last part about that is, Wilder, my love, could you please go on to my profile and share the most recent tweet that I just put out, if you
Yes,
that's okay.
I'm on
So
it.
the outfit I have is the designer that worked on World Liberty Finance, i.e. Donald Trump's project. That designer has agreed to handle our full rebrand and work with us full term, long term, but also has given me the permission to say that they've worked on that project, which is I'm really humbled by this. It's a testament to
Yeah, that's nice, and that's not often that they do that at all, right?
no,
It's
and
an
they're a
honor
very
to
lovely
me.
person. Like, yes, I feel very, very blessed to have met this amazing person that is very much like Wilder, honestly, in how they approach the world, how they see the world, how they digest it, and how they see everything and they speak to people on every different front and avenue. And I'm just really, really blessed to know such good people and have them willing to let me or them represent me and us in what we do. So I feel really privileged today, even though it's like it can always be a hard day, a bad day. You can always be worried about stuff like I don't have enough money to get through. I don't have enough brain space. I don't have enough energy. I'm tired. But as Wilder said earlier, I just want to highlight that as someone that's come through every part of the rough and feel like I shine on a lot of days. It's not about doubling down always. It's about choosing yourself, choosing the things that make you feel better, even when you don't feel good. And it's easy to be like, oh, I'm going to drink this, I'm going to smoke this, oh, I'm going to do this, and ignore everything. But my friends, it's not worth it because you just feel empty and lonely. And even if you're the only one that believes in yourself and you're full of doubt, and every day you're like, what am I doing? At least you have a vision. At least you have a goal. No one can take that away from you. You can always keep doing that for yourself. So even on a hard day, keep making the hard choice. It's worth it. I promise you. Anyway, so yeah, that's my alpha. We have the designer of World Liberty Finance Institute, which was pioneered by Donald Trump, and they are now working on our project. We haven't launched yet. Our seed sale goes live tonight on raising ETH. So if you do want to do that, you can go to the profile, just click on me, this annoying little button thing here, and click on our Telegram or send me a message. I'll link you up. And thank you for listening to me. I appreciate you wherever you're from. Yeah, thank you for the time.
Awesome, awesome. So this is multifaceted, right? This is this technology and this new trading bot that's in the TG. And actually, when Fox feels better, we are going to make a group and hang some rewards for that because from what's the ticker, we're going to trade, going to do a trading challenge with that bot and be on 9 networks sniping. That's what we are going to do with this bot. But this bot can do so much more than that. So if you're a project, it can be really useful for you there as well. Also, if you're looking, because these things are awesome, especially if they're new for passive income stream. And so I'm really big about that. It's usually things that I'm talking about on Sunday. Multiple passive income streams. It makes you win, right? And so people ask me a lot of questions about monetization on X, and I'm always doubling down and say, like, look, you need to do a lot for a nice chunk of bread every month from X. It might not be worth it, but what is worth it? Well, we're gonna have to figure it out because we want to do the least amount of energy with the biggest gains, right? That's why we crypto for in the first place. No, didn't we want the fast money? So, but yeah, you got to do some work. So the referral fees here are pretty high for this bot. So you might just want to grab yourself a referral link and start rocking it. I do this. I did this for a while, for like 4 or 5 months with a trading bot for Sui, which is still in my bio. So get this, the link in your bio is actually the link that is more clicked on than any other link you throw out there on X in posts. So there's a high click-through rate in your bio. When you are on stages and you're talking about this bot, you can say link is in my bio. Guys, sign up. It's bullish, right? If you want just a passive income opportunity, if you're a trader, this is perfect utility. Why not chill it? And so, you get a monthly income in crypto paid to you from these referrals. Yeah, if you don't have a link in your bio that pays you, that's a net zero, right? If only 5 people clicked on it and one signed up, that was one that would bring you money. If there's nothing, there's no chance of that happening, see? And so a link in your bio should always be a link that feeds you directly or indirectly. If you're owning a project, this is of course the project thing, but the project is your business, and so that feeds you. So there should be something in there that adds to you and the value, right? And so, yeah, money, crypto, anything, right? Passive income. So everybody just, a link to your profile is fine if your profile pays you. But if that profile is not paying you, right? Think about something else because you're wasting time and therefore rich cannot come to your door because you're busy with something else. So give money a name. Mine is Richie Rich, and Rich is welcome. I make sure that all avenues and doors are open for Rich to come to me in whichever way it wants to show up, right? And so I leave a link there. I see a lot of people having their hands up. Who's first? Let's go. Let's go with Ren. Ren is showing the first sign of life.
Yeah, how's it going, everybody? I actually think EAC had their.
No, EAC has perpetual in his PFP, the hand up, and it's mindfuckery. That's what he does, and I like it. I actually gave this advice to other people in space, like do this if you want to have some attention. No, EAC has perpetual in his PFP, the hand up, and it's mindfuckery. That's what he does, and I like it. I actually gave this advice to other people in space, like do this if you want to have some attention, because I see you, EAC. It's an alien. What's up, alien? Want to respond?
Yeah, I'm always ready to respond. It's a curse if you do have your hand up all the
Income opportunity or on the dark matter tech. So it's got to, if you have your hand up, it's got to for now be this related to this conversation. Then we close it off for another shill. All right. All right.
Sure.
So Fox, thank you. Thank you for that. Remember,
Yeah.
this is also an opportunity for passive income. And so check it out. Go to the TG, see what it's about. Try that bot and get familiar with it already because we are going to take on a challenge with it. There's also USDT to earn here. So I'm just giving everybody a heads up with this.
Yeah.
Because I think it's interesting. And I think we can have some fun all together. And then in space, every day we can see if we got wrecked or we got riches. Or Richie is coming or the Grim Reaper, right?
Yeah, congratulations, Fox. That is awesome news. And Wilder was just talking about this like a few days ago about like, we talk to people in our lives and stuff, and we ask them, have you met anyone new recently? Blah blah blah. It's like you never know who you can meet that could totally change the trajectory of your life. That's kind of
It just takes one person.
Yeah.
You're thinking difficult, but the thing is, you're not showing up for it. And when we say showing up for it, it means that you need to be out there taking action. You cannot sit in your home with the door closed, right? So anything that is opening that front door, metaphysically, right? Making a post on X and doing that consistently, being in spaces and do it consistently. That's showing up. You're opening a door for communication, you're opening a door for new things to enter your life. There's 7 billion people. You need one to make a difference, to help you make a difference. You only need one to help you out. You need that one person that gave you the ticket, the one person that gave you the job, the one person. It's always one person. And there's 7 billion. I mean, it's too easy, no? All right, let's go on with the shilling. If you have some shilling going on, want you. I see Ren. He said his hand up. Ren, come on, shill.
Hey guys, how are you? I'm so sorry to cut you short there a
No
minute ago.
problem.
I just X ads finally called me back, so I had to
Mm,
take that.
it always
uh,
happens. Not a problem. Let's
yeah,
do.
yeah, absolutely. Actually, I just wanted to pop in actually and just introduce myself to Wild. Friend of mine had mentioned that you were a really, really competent and talented space host, and I just wanted to come and break the ice and introduce myself.
Oh wow, who was that? I love it. I'm getting a lot of flowers this week. It's good.
Yeah. Well, I just in a super quick show. I'm a 36-year-old Canadian, father of a 10-year-old daughter. A communications professional by trade, graphics, posters, logo, signage. Been on TV, been on the radio here where I'm at. I ran a communications department for a really, really large Indigenous nonprofit where I'm at for a couple years. Published author, uh, entrepreneur, own a couple companies. My more successful companies, Black Letter Studios. We do games, books, cartoons. I don't know how old everybody is in here, but cooking up a new show with some guys from Netflix, with four of the voice actors from MTV's Downtown, which was a animated TV show back in the early '90s. Emmy nominated show, by the way. I'd like to point out. So yeah, looking forward to that. It's going to be a real winner. But I actually starting a Web3 marketing agency. I'm going to be hosting daily spaces with weekly AMAs, giveaways, prizes, the whole nine yards. So I figured not to be in direct competition with Wild or anything, but just wanted to come and let's say, yeah, introduce myself and honestly just see how you run your spaces and perhaps maybe we could even collab and get you on as a paid co-host. I'd like to have that conversation if that was something you were open to.
I'm always open for Rich to come my way.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm seeing a lot of guys in the space that are running their operations quite haphazardly, not extremely professional, doing some pretty underhanded things like paying for bots and this kind of thing. Like we're building the outfit I'm creating is called the Alpha House Cartel, and our main mission statement is just transparency, honesty, and integrity. We will never ever pay for listener bots. That's why I got off the phone. Just got off the phone with X ads. I'm going to be dumping a
Oh, well,
significant.
not just communication hosting spaces, but I do a lot for X analysis and for algorithm work, right? And
Interesting.
so when
Okay.
you use bots for your space, you are actually deboosting yourself in the algorithm quite heavily. And so
Interesting.
botting is not never a good thing.
Well.
Sometimes they botted me. I had a pretty with my other account, I had a pretty big space, Wake Up Wild, right?
Hmm.
And so I had always like 100, 200 people in there. And I was doing the space just by myself. And then when people got a little bit jelly, they started to bot me, and
Jesus.
yeah, and that will bring you down actually. So botting
Yeah,
is not a bullish thing. Also
that's
not,
it.
yeah,
Well, and
also
I
not,
mean, for
yeah,
me, it was mainly about the authenticity. Like, I mean, so a few of the cornerstones of my entire adult life, in fact, are being genuine and authentic. I think that the universe
yes.
really rewards that, and it really brings. There's this famous quote that I genuinely live my life by. That no matter how lonely it is, do your work honestly, with integrity, and unknown allies will seek you out. And I'll tell you, I am the absolute living proof of that. I see Crypto Beaner here. Fortunately, conveniently enough, just to piggyback what I'm saying, I met Crypto Beaner very recently too, and we're very, very, very honest and very genuine human. And again, it's interesting how the universe crosses paths with people who are on the same trajectories. And I'm a very, very firm believer in doing your business transparently and adding real value. I'm really tired of watching giant KOLs, over promise and under deliver. Particularly with these smaller projects and these smaller degens. It's just one of these things where you're charging guys to get up on a stage in front of a bunch of parody bot accounts that aren't even listening to these people. And I'll tell you, man, you can really feel like the genuine passion and just the, I poured my whole life into this project and I really believe in it. I
Mhm.
tell you, man, it just really hurts my soul. It does something really bad to me watching people make money off of those types of people's misfortunes. And that's why I started the Alpha House Cartel. And we're going to be, like I say, we're running a daily space with weekly AMAs. Going to be doing genuine giveaways, and I just started a Discord server. It's the links in my bio. Would really, really love to have you guys around, and yeah, I'd really be open to having a conversation with you, Wild, in terms of having a co-host position or anything to that regard. Because I
Well, it
immediately,
looks like we're vibing with the premises that we come from here, right? Because that I'm always for. Sometimes that spaces can get a little bit messy, but I like to have an organic conversation, and I will also not filter myself if I have tough questions to
yeah,
ask.
100%. And see, and I value that. I very much value that. And you very clearly present yourself with a very professional demeanor and disposition, and I value that big time. Again, most of these KOLs are just run by 24-year-old kids with trust funds. And, oh, bro, this, and dropping F words.
But
And
I got to give a little bit of grace there as well because they would not exist if we didn't have the other dynamic at play on the other end, right? And so
you know what? I
and
cannot argue
that's
that.
we cannot change the
So true.
KOLs, but that's where our power is to change the mindset of people when they come into this space. And I keep saying it almost in every space, right?
Absolutely. I'm with you 100% on this.
You're here and you're greedy. Why are you being greedy? You're running from poverty. You're not embracing wealth. You are
Well,
not
it's
treating
more like you're
your money.
taking from people who can't really afford to lose. Like,
Yes, but people give themselves up for grabs based on greed. And so here's the thing, scammers, they should not be doing this. But just to sit there and point fingers is not helpful. The only thing
exactly.
that's going to be helpful is to change the people that are buying into that. We got to make them stronger so they don't buy that anymore. And that what is going to kill that other industry on the other side.
And this
Yeah.
is exactly my thought process behind starting our venture. And with that, I don't want to steal too much of your show and your guys' time. So
That's
I just
okay.
like to land my plane with a little piece of advice that I like to leave most spaces with. And that's something that's stuck with me since for almost 10 years now since I've heard it. And it's a piece of advice that says, if I offered you $100 million right now, would you take it?
Not necessarily.
I mean, okay, for the sake of this bit, the answer is yes.
I would take it.
And
I
then-
would take it,
so
bro. I
now
would take it, bro.
the only stipulation is that tomorrow morning you didn't wake up. Would you still take it?
No.
Absolutely not. Nobody would. That means that waking up tomorrow morning is worth more than $100 million. So you should smile largely because you have way more going on than you guys realize. Always be
Absolutely. All the
grateful.
time.
Always be
Yeah,
humble,
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Big love. Stay safe. And I'll land my plane there. Thanks for letting me come up.
Gratitude is
Well, thank
huge.
you.
That's been
Very
the
Wow.
nice.
theme for
Very
today.
nice to meet you as well. Let's talk about things and trying to raise the floor altogether of spaces, raise the floor on quality on the
Mm.
KOLs and the quality of the people buying as well. You guys, don't get yourself wrecked. This was your money, hard earned money. Rich, give it your money a name. Do it right now. Give it a name. The first name that comes up, that's you're gonna call your money that, right? And so when we think about money as something that we like, the person that we like, we would
And
never
respect
throw it
them.
away somewhere in something that can get you utterly wrecked. If
Mm.
you do that with Rich, Rich will never want to come back to you.
Yeah.
Rich is running from you because you treat Rich like you're pimping Rich to
Yeah.
to
With
do to
disrespect. Yeah.
perform this. Yeah, and that's disrespecting actually what yourself because
Exactly.
it's your hard-earned money. You took hours from your life to get that money to get some money, something that represents money, either that's crypto, money, or whatever, right? And now you're gonna just abuse it. I mean, that's wrong. That's self-abuse in essence, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Respect
Well,
yourself.
respect yourself enough
Hmm.
to have that money work for you in the best way possible. You got to treat it in the best way possible. You got to learn about these things. And there's never a shortcut here. You can make it
Mm.
in crypto,
Yeah.
and maybe you make a mistake, but doesn't matter. You are still part of the elite that even knows about crypto and knows how a freaking wallet works, right? So you figured that out enough. So the opportunity is still there, but you might need a different approach to things.
Shortcuts you pay back
Yeah,
with
yeah,
interest.
Oh, well said. Well said. Man, I would love to hear from Crypto Beaner if now is an appropriate time, man. This guy, I can vouch for this guy. Definitely one of the more genuine people in the industry, man, and absolute legend. Absolutely.
So before we move on, and I see that Fox is still here, right? Fox, I was just a little bit of an off question, but so that I get this answered, because I know there was an AMA in the MMKK tonight, but I kind of had to go and open this space too. So was there any alpha that I missed there, Fox? By the way, you guys, MMKK is the largest, most elite whale Telegram group there is, but I kind of missed that AMA because I needed to open this space. Kind of messing with him. I'll just ask that in the DMs. All right, cool. Where's that Bean? Where's Bean? Bean. Where's
I'm
that?
here. I'm here.
Where's that bean?
There we go. Where's the
I'm
well?
here.
Crypto
What
Beaner.
is that?
Crypto Beaners here,
Crypto
guys. Hey,
Beaner's
good
here.
afternoon. Good afternoon. Hey, Wild Tic. Hey,
Hey,
Brenda. How you
what you
doing, bud?
doing?
Oh, it's good. Hey, are you in California too?
No, no, I'm not in Cali. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. I'm in Washington
Okay.
State.
Nice. Yeah, I'm in Cali. My
Oh,
my
nice,
my
nice.
girlfriend is Hispanic. Like her family was born in Mexico, so she's not really into
Yeah.
crypto. But
I
yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
had a change. A lot of people thought I was on coins because I job is a farmer. I work for a farm.
You're cutting out a little bit, which might confirm the whole farm thing. It's authentic, at
Yo, can you
least.
hear me a little bit better now?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did you move with your phone and your aluminum foil stick to the other end of the farm?
Wow, no, 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 no,
I'm
nah.
just joking with you. This space been going on for 2 hours. I'm kind of hitting the point.
No, it's all love.
So
It's all
let's
love.
go.
No, I just want to come up here. You guys sound really genuine. I met Ren
Why are
here.
you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Senior, just let the guy speak, man. He finally has connection. Show some grace.
Oh, no, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry,
No,
sorry,
it's
sorry.
all good. It's all good,
behave.
guys. Much love. No, I just wanted to come up here and say, hey, guys, I've been in here before. I listened to you guys just stay in the background. I finally had the courage to start talking in spaces a couple weeks ago. Um, I love what you guys are doing, teaching, talking about, teaching people and moving forward to check out the real stuff, and make money and be riches. My philosophy is if you can make $10, awesome. If you can make $1,000, awesome. Recently, we launched a coin called DTF 6900 a couple of months ago, where the
Hmm.
whole concept was we were reward alpha. We got connections with the dev and the team. We are really connected with Coles and stuff, with the good ones and some bad ones. We learned our lesson, but
What
our
chain
coin
are we
ran up.
on, Sam? What chain are we on?
Solana.
Yes. Okay. Yep. Continue.
Okay, and from there we kind of picked up on metas, and we called lore. We had like two or three over 120x calls on this stuff. We were backed up by showing crypto to newbies, and what to look for, not to get rugged and scammed, because just like anybody
Hmm.
else, I've been part of scams and rugged, and we just got tired of that. So we ran this coin up really hard, and we kind of took a break after, like Ren was saying, we got Coles in and they loved the project, but they all started clipping at 2.6 million, and it just killed the coin. So we took a break, and the team finally came back together, and we decided to bring some fun back into meme coins. And we launched Pepe with all the whole meta right now going with ice. And yes, I'm a Mexican guy, so I'm not offended if you call me Beaner. Um, but with the whole ice thing and stuff, we went with the concept of Mexicans running from ice, and
Hmm.
Pepe, one of the most iconic memes out there. So we launched Pepe Loco, and it's organically grown. We hit an all-time high today of a 148. We barely launched yesterday afternoon. Our content is awesome. We got videos, we got people backing it. I mean, we're just growing enormously. We just want to bring fun, organic back to Solana, and show people that there's still good teams out there. There's still good dev. I mean, we're doing it the right way. We're growing organically. Ren has
Hmm.
been supporting us, and I just wanted to show people out there. It doesn't matter if you gone rug. There's still teams out there that are good. I was supposed to come in here in character, but I'm not gonna go into the whole cholo vibe thing. You know,
Well,
okay,
I
now I
like
got it.
it, Pepe Loco.
I mean, do it, man.
Now I gotta do it because
Yeah,
while
now
Yeah,
you
do it.
touched on it,
Hey,
right?
Crito, see? See,
hey
Do it,
Crito?
do
guys,
it, do it, do it, do it, do
you
it, do
guys
it.
are invited to the carne asada. Here in the backyard. We're gonna throw parrilla. You come get your tacos, salsa, and
Hey,
chimchelas.
real?
We're gonna talk about
It's
crypto
real.
because no more selling tacos because ICE's on my ass, so I gotta hide. So I just got on the Solana blockchain,
Ay,
and Pepe
papi.
Loco's here. We here,
Puto
papi. We're
madre,
gonna keep
papi,
going.
puto madre.
Yeah, Chale Holmes,
Oh,
we're
no,
gonna
that's
be rolling.
French. We do not speak French here.
Oye,
Bonjour, mon chéri, baby. Pepe Loco knows it all.
lo
I,
siento,
I,
hermano, lo siento.
no se preocupe, aquí estamos todos juntos, ¿me
De nada,
entiendes?
amigo, de nada.
Yeah.
Del barrio al Solana Blockchain, aquí estamos, presentando.
It's so good.
Yes,
We
thank
come
you.
for the crypto show. We stay for Crypto Beaner's accent. I love
That's
it.
what I mean. Yeah, that's
Like
actually
I said,
great.
guys,
The Cholana.
it's a meme coin. It's a freaking meme coin. I'm not telling you to buy. Just check it out. Join the TG. Our cabal is enormous. They do work. We do everything organically. We got our own rating. We
Sorry,
don't go
this
paying
is just
anybody.
funny to me. The cabals enormous. The cabals are enormous.
Los huevotes del Pepe Loco están bien grandes, mi amiga.
Machete, wow.
Oh, like I said, you guys want a chela? You got Tecate, Corona, whatever you want. Be here. Pepe Loco gonna run. It's gonna be the runner that nobody expected. There's eyes on us, guys.
All right, so while you're checking out on the farm again, you need to hook your aluminum foil stick to the other side. Now this is work better. Yeah, you know what? Every small project should be knowing about liquidity pools, and you should be educating your whales. So make them aware where you educate them that if they want to sell, because you cannot hold big holders, and you also don't want the big holders to be in there with you at 10 million market cap, right? Because that means that they made so much money and they can wreck your chart within seconds. And so it's healthy. Selling is a good thing, but there is an art to selling. And so have them learn about freaking liquidity pools so these big candles don't show up on a chart and everybody is allowed to take some profit here. And so let them, for God's sake, let them do it through a liquidity pool and decently so, right? And so everybody stays happy, whales stay happy, other holders stay happy, right? And so,
Yeah.
yeah,
So our I call it the enormous cabal because we handpicked the team handpicked the cabal. So we got people of all not just races, but we got middle class, we got whales, we got low income. So everybody we watched who respected the chart, who learned, and who does good job. We didn't just let anybody into here, and we didn't just let anybody hold the floor with us. It's one of those things where you find out who you can trust and who you can't, and to have a
yeah.
successful
But
project
but
going from that.
still, just in case, let them learn about liquidity pools and how to sell,
Oh
set the
yes, trust me,
interest. Yeah,
our
because
dev
it's
Salty is one of the best
yeah,
out there for that kind of stuff and launching
yes.
and
Because here's
he's
the
amazing.
deal, and I've been in crypto for a long time, and people that you think are good people, everybody has their price, people, and it's just realize, right? And so there could be that one person in there that sees an amount in their wallet and is pulling the trigger because it's life changing money for them, and so and they will
You're
not give
gonna
a fuck about you, so and your project.
oh
No, it is like this, right?
oh yes, I
So
agree with you. But you're gonna
so
meet the one beaner here that doesn't care about money. I'm not in this for the money. I got a good job. I have my house. You can
yeah,
ask
yeah.
rent. I showed them
But
everything. I'm
but that's
dogs.
not even if you were in it for the money, but no shame in that either. There is
Oh
an
no,
art, there is
gladly.
an
We're
art
in the
to
business.
make money and there's an art to selling that doesn't hurt any
A
community or
chart.
chart. And
Exactly.
so also it can be great sustenance through the fees that you earn with that for to support the token even. So it
Yes.
can be cleverly but people in Solana need to know about freaking liquidity pools, because here's the thing: it's not just for the token that this works for. It's also about you and getting the amount of money you want for every token that you fucking own. Because when you are tossing around at 150K market cap and you're tossing a 1K back down, you're shitting on yourself. It depends on the liquidity available, but you can shit on yourself anywhere between 10 and 20%. So you get 20% less of these token or the money for the tokens that you had. If you were in the liquidity pool, you'd be up 30% already, just 30% just from doing it through a liquidity pool. So you get the price that you choose for the
She knows what
tokens.
she's talking about with LPs. That's
So,
for damn sure.
well, I trade with LPs, right? Because
Yeah, we do
if
too.
you yeah, of course, it's one of the most clean ways to trade, and and
Exactly.
and almost, well, it's everything has a risk. But it's a very easy way to trade. I recommend everybody just gets involved in that, right? Especially if you are a big holder, because this is just a smart way for you, but it's also a better way for the community. And so when you want to leave the project or want to stay in it, you could also do buybacks with the amounts that you sold and do buybacks with that. You can support the chart like that, right? But if you want to exit altogether, never sell on a chart like that. Just open the liquidity pool and just check out that way, so your back stays intact and you make good profit, right?
And
Because buying and selling is the part of this game. We cannot be self-shaming either, right? It's just that people don't know how to buy, they don't know how to sell, and it's we need to do better education. I want to do a little cleansing of the palate. I do, and then we're gonna move on to Adam because he had his hand up, and I want to also address the vault community because they have a little bit of love. No, not a little bit, a lot of love from Wild here. It's the one community over years, still here active, right, on the timeline, regularly in spaces. Of course, Wild here has a little baggie of default just because I have a lot of love for the community as well. So just, every time a dippy comes, what can I toss in there a little bit to position myself a little better? Because where there's so much around it for years, this is not going to break. This is going to fly. And so, yeah, let's do a little bit of so I can grab a drink too and clear the palate here. Let's add some music going. There you go.
Se você bota
Let's
gaia,
go.
você leva também. É o destino da vida. O DJ louco é bolado, tá ligado? Felipe original, e eu nem tô cansado. Esse é o novo aquecimento, as novinhas vai no chão. Todo mundo viciado no ritmo do paredão. Então rebola, mulher, desce até o chão. Faz o M, que é amigo, e faz o sinalzinho com a mão. Eu tô fazendo uma mágica que as novinhas gostam. Fazendo uma mágica que as novinhas gostam. Vou tirando devagar o coelho da cartola. Tirando devagar o coelho da cartola. Tô mandando desse jeito, se liga, pega a visão. Quando essa aqui tocar, vai explodir no paredão. Tô mandando desse jeito, se liga, pega a visão. Quando essa aqui tocar, vai explodir no paredão. Olha que menina louca, olha que mulher agressiva. Olha que menina louca, olha que mulher agressiva. Vai novinha, senta. Vai novinha, quica, que arrebenta. Olha que menina louca, olha que mulher agressiva. Olha que menina louca, olha que mulher agressiva. Vai novinha, senta. Vai novinha, quica, que arrebenta. Vou tirando devagar o coelho da cartola. Tirando devagar o coelho da cartola. Tô mandando desse jeito, se liga, pega a visão. Quando essa aqui tocar, vai explodir no paredão. O DJ louco é bolado, tá ligado? Esse é o novo aquecimento, as novinhas vai no chão. Todo mundo viciado no ritmo do paredão. Então rebola, mulher, desce até o chão. Faz o web, que é amigo, e faz assim, sinalzinho com a mão. Eu tô fazendo uma mágica que as novinhas gostam. Fazendo uma mágica que as novinhas gostam. Vou tirando devagar o coelho da cartola. Tirando devagar o coelho da cartola. Tô mandando desse jeito, se liga, pega a visão. Quando essa aqui tocar, vai explodir no paredão. Tô mandando desse jeito, se liga, pega a visão. Quando essa aqui tocar, vai explodir no paredão. Olha que menina louca, olha que mulher agressiva. Olha que menina louca, olha que mulher agressiva. Vai novinha, senta. Vai novinha, quica, que arrebenta. Olha que menina louca, olha que mulher agressiva. Olha que menina louca, olha que mulher agressiva. Vai novinha, senta. Vai novinha, quica, que arrebenta. Vou tirando devagar o coelho da cartola. Tirando devagar o coelho da cartola. Tô mandando desse jeito, se liga, pega a visão. Quando essa aqui tocar, vai explodir no paredão. O DJ louco é bolado, tá ligado?
cup with some, what is this? Just put it on pause. With my sippy cup with some protein in it because I still needed to hit my macros for today. That is still valid and goes on whether we're here in spaces or not. You guys, leave something in the purple pill below. Your favorite NFT project, anything. Pump your own profile in there. Tell people to follow you. Right? Follow everybody on stage and everybody down below, to the left, to the right. Let's connect with everybody. This is how you actually grow your account pretty fast. So make sure you always do the follows and when you're in the spaces, right? Let's go to Adam. Adam from a Song Jam. We're ready when Tic comes back because he's getting ready for something else. So I'm just going to carry this space forward a little bit. But yeah, then he can pull up Song Jam and do the outro for you. Because Adam's got something here, a utility for spaces, and this is the audio file we've been talking about for a little bit. And I'm going to continue after Adam to talk about a little bit about Lurky as well. Because if you're a project owner, a community member, a community builder, a KOL, if you consider yourself to be a KOL, or you have ambitions, if you have ambitions, right? Then all of this you need to listen to, because Lurky is the audio file for spaces. And so we're going to explain that next. But Adam is involved with that Lurky, but then in a different way. Let's go, Adam. Let's hear about it.
Hey, thanks for the opportunity. I just realized how long it's been since not only have I raised my hand in this space, but since I've actually shilled anything. I kind of forgot about the shilling component. And then I also realized that I got so caught up in all these projects that I've been building for that I kind of forgot to shill my thing, right? So it's actually very funny. So you kind of gave me a wake up call yesterday when you said, Adam, put your fucking ticker in your bio, and it was good. And actually, you'd be amazed at the results. Like, you would actually be amazed, and I'm actually amazed. And I don't know if it's the funny thing is I can't track the exact conversions, right? So like how much of it comes through literally being here or not is kind of hard to, and the timing, there's lots of things going on, right? But anyway, without further ado, Songjam was actually originally conceived as a voice verification network. So what that means, there's in the age of AI, there are deep fakes everywhere. There's a deep fake attack every 5 minutes, and the premise for the Sang token was and still is a token that actually acts as the crypto economic unit of security. So basically a part of a proof of stake network that is paired with a piece of open hardware that you can use to track your biosignal. So when you speak, you produce, your vocal cords basically produce like a unique voice print. And this is the only way that you can have like total verification that you are a unique human as far as the voice goes. And then by pairing that with a proof of stake network, basically what it means is if you haven't verified yourself, you'll get slashed, right? So just like a proof of stake network would slash a bad validator that is incorrectly validating the transactions in the network, it would slash these fake voices. So we came to market on Virtuals, right, the AI launchpad, earlier this year, and actually ended up building a leaderboard to kind of measure the impact of the campaign and the top voices that are talking about our program. So part of this InfoFi meta is building these leaderboards, and so we built a leaderboard, and then for the campaign, and it was successful. We successfully bonded on the Virtuals Genesis, which was the previous iteration of the Virtuals Launchpad, and then we got approached by actually a bunch of different teams to build out leaderboards So we ended up building we've done like over a dozen different leaderboards for different projects now, which basically leverage data, originally just data from the X timeline that is, so projects like Kaito, Cookie, Wallchain, all of these Mindshare, InfoFi projects, basically taking that data and creating these leaderboards so that we can track who the top voices are in your community. So basically what's happened is we've extended the definition of the voice to include your social presence as well, right? Like X is referred to as a freedom of speech platform, but it's actually only in Spaces that we speak, right? But what we've also done is connect up the dots with Spaces. So through a collaboration with Lurky, we're actually tracking the data in Spaces, so we can kind of aggregate the data from the Twitter timeline with Spaces so that you can create like basically epic leaderboards that give you a really accurate picture of who's talking about your project, who's talking about your like pre-TGE projects. But we're also starting to expand to actually existing brands, right? This is like not just Web3 projects, but brands sell physical products, right? And what we're starting to do now is collaborate with X-Space hosts, can monetize more easily, basically, and basically, everything from the small project that just wants like to pay for like a little shout out, right? And just doesn't have the resources or the means to be able to actually get in front of the right hosts, all the way up to like major brands and orientate this around leaderboards so that the top voices in the community can be tracked with basically space hosts as ambassadors to help to kind of spread the word about these projects. So we're like and that's experimenting within this info basically. And it's going to be really cool because it's a physical product, so you can also not just receive crypto for participating in the Mindshare campaign, but actually get a real product that is available to achieve this stuff take live. And so the ticker is Sang, and you can check it out on my bio. Thanks, Wild. And there's the DJ, as well. So we've also got a DJ, an X-Space DJ that Wild wasn't using to play the music.
I can't
But
because of how my technicals are set up. So usually that takes a job to do, right? Or else I'm gonna, because I'm the host, I have always the trade-off in how are the. So it's,
oh yeah, okay, yeah, sure. I can
pull up the
put
DJ.
the DJ. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to kind of reintroduce myself because I feel like I know Wild's like pretty well now, and so like I feel like he doesn't need to get shelled my project like every.
So I'm
every
just
time,
enjoying your
right?
presence, and every
But
time you speak about it, but because right, and that's why I gave you the tips because I really want you to grow and do better with this because you have something that's really worth something, some tweaking for it to optimize, right? I mean, you're on the right road here. Don't get me wrong, but the art of talking and having conversations, that's a different beast altogether, right?
yes, definitely, and I do appreciate that a lot. And also, I mean, there's actually too many parts like this. The components is actually the actual creator coin component is basically a way to Sybil resistant, right? So one of the issues that so far is a lot of projects will be using like leveraging AI to publish.
Right,
like,
that's what they do. Right, so they way
yes,
tweak it, to bot it, and they do that with the algorithm with text. They will do that with that info fight. Really, what made a project like GIF Rep, and they didn't they should have, right? This is gonna be, if you know the space, uh, you've been in for a long time, you know the project that you're foreseen trouble with people wanting to start USDT or USDC rewards. And so they didn't buffer against this, they had nothing against this, and then they took 6 for crypto earnings or USDT or USDC rewards. And so they didn't buffer against this. They had nothing against this. And then they took 6 to 8 weeks to pay people out that were, they had to figure out who were the real ones versus the ones that cheated. And that took 6 to 8 weeks. And then all the people that were the real ones basically gave up because it's not 6 to 8 weeks is not doable for people to pay out people for their trouble, right? For the real ones that did go through the trouble. And so that's how it killed it. It's not dead in the water completely, but it's like, yeah, that's not a good start of anything there, right? Okay.
Are you
No,
into
but
that?
no, I'm neurodivergent. That
So let's get rid of that stupid sound, right? Yeah.
it's
So sometimes
distracting.
like
It's
there's
distracting.
like a back and forth sometimes between the different people that are collaborating on this project,
Yeah.
and I will always win if it's on our side, but if it's in,
Clean is always the way to go. Clean.
yeah, if it's in integrated with Lurky, then like they might want to do things in their way, which is fine, like people would choose the
So
better
the
product in the
DJ in
end.
Spaces has the, because this is just how my brain was like, what is the function, right? So it is there to support the space, right? It's not there to be the star of the show. It's about the people who have the space. They can utilize the DJ to support the space, right? By introducing voice, introducing a soundboard that you can cleverly program, uh, put songs in there that you want to play, and maybe even songs about the communities and the tokens, that kind of stuff. So there's tons that we can do with this DJ, but it has a supportive role. And so anything that pings in my brain is just like, why is it doing? It doesn't need to be doing this, right?
Agreed. Yeah,
Yeah.
the ping's a killer. Yeah, the ping's a killer. But I had some of these features got introduced. I mean, the thing is like, we'll find out we'll get the feedback. I mean,
Mhm.
who was it who really Kit really hated the intro sting as well, right?
Yes. Yeah. I
But
don't. I
you
don't
guys
vibe with that much either. Yeah.
you don't vibe with it either, but you tolerate it, right?
Yes, because it works this way. So okay, and I find it bullish enough that I will then, have some grace there. Because in the end, it's about if yeah, it's pro and cons against each other, and then we come out in a plus with this one. But it kind of interferes because here's the thing in spaces, sometimes we're lacking, right? And we really get that with Tick. I love Tick so much. But when I play the outro, he tries to rap along. Tick made this song and it's his voice, but he's trying to rap along, but there's a delay. And so his lyrics are never lining up with the song. Actually, it's lining up with how he hears them, right? And so when a song dem DJ comes up and introduces herself, there's also a little bit of noise there that can be overlapping with other people speaking, and that's also because it's for some people the space is just buffering just a split second longer or even a couple of seconds, right? So that's a little bit of a, yeah. But it's also important to have the DJ say something so we can deduce that it's working, right? That's basically the purpose of the
Agreed. Yeah,
introduction. So there
agreed.
needs to be something,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
maybe not
I
that
mean,
elaborate.
it is quite, I guess it's like been so, it's so in your face that I was kind of reveling in like how disruptive that bit could be, right?
Yeah.
So even when Kit was shitting on me a lot
I know,
for
Kit.
like,
Oh.
yeah, she was like, I hate this shit. I hate it. Adam, I hate it. And I was like, ha, 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 ha. I don't
So maybe
care.
another way, yeah, but well, she is showing some emotion because she thinks it's bullish. She says this is one thing, right? Yeah. So, so here's the thing: when we're talking in spaces and we want to put some music in there, I want to introduce the music and I want to give people always the what's going to happen next, right? And so we're going to clear the palette, play a little music, and while I'm introducing that, I'm pulling up song then DJ, she's gonna talk through me, or I just or she gives it away what I'm gonna what I still need to introduce, right? So as a host or co-host, you kind of sit there being quiet until she stops, and then you got to pivot a little bit to take it from there, right? So that's why I
Yeah,
think Kit is. So I don't mind because I've done spaces a lot, but people who are maybe not used to hosting spaces a lot are finding that like a big disruptor, and so they cannot get
yeah.
back into the mode again, right? The host mode again. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's one thing. It's like I'd like to. It would be great if it could be engendered as like part of the culture that you just song jam DJ. And I have been in spaces where like they keep on bringing up song jam DJ and somehow never playing any music, but it's like
Yeah.
the whole space turns into like a song jam branded space, which is
Yeah.
like,
And
yeah,
that's also good. That's bullish. That's why I think this is a bullish thing, right? Because it can bring the utility, but it doesn't necessarily have to be used for it to be bullish. You can just sit there on stage. Being on
yeah,
stage and having a presence just as a
and
speaker is just bullish on its own. People need to realize this. And that's
and
why what people do, what we call stage farming. They just hop on
uh,
stage and say good morning once and never ask a question or shill anything. They sit there because they know
right.
it's pumping them in the algorithm.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
did you notice, by the way, did you notice that I actually changed the bio of Songjam DJ? I actually put the ticker in the bio of Songjam DJ now, and
Yes. Got
the
it.
CA, and the link
Um,
to the virtuals. So there
I
you
love
go.
it.
I'm learning a lot from you.
I wasn't even following it. My bad. Oops. Oopsie. Well, it's because I do use AI to unfollow, right? For the ones that don't follow. So that's why I always have to make sure I
My
still
thought is
follow.
like it is distracting when she says like jam DJ,
Yes.
but like that it is good advertising. But maybe you could like do it when um at the beginning or end of the song, like when then it's just part of
Yes.
it.
That's a good suggestion. I like that. Then it's still for
Well,
you. It's,
she could also introduce the song, right? That could be good. That's good for at
yeah,
least the
I would do
name.
it. I would do
Yeah.
it after, like a little
Okay.
jingle
Yeah.
after. Yeah.
After. Yeah. After. Yeah.
Because
Uh,
somebody
actually,
who uses music in the space is usually want to do a little bit of an impact. So I'm going to introduce the music. We're going to clear the palette, play a song because whatever, and then boom, the song needs to happen, right?
yeah.
And then when
Yeah.
the song happened, we can even do like the last 10 seconds, fade the song, and just put this if that's
Right.
technically
Yeah.
possible,
Yeah. Well,
right?
there's things like that which one other thing is this. It kind of opens up. Actually, it would be so good in the future to create the um like the music infrastructure, kind of similar to like what I was talking about with the voice verification network, but the music infrastructure that can enable the proper like attribution as well. And I think we can start to do that. I think it's like it's funny, but like everyone that attempts to do it like are going kind of totally legit. The problem is like you get just fucking bogged down with all the licensing stuff, and everybody
Yes.
just wastes all their money
So
on. Yeah.
something just came to my soul, and I'm gonna channel it straight to you, Adam. How about connecting with people who make music NFTs and
Yes, exactly
collab
that.
and collab with those?
Yeah,
So
exactly that.
they are programmed. So when I pull Song DJ up, I can also do a promo, not the whole song, but a promo. I also have a choice to do a promo from a music NFT. And these music
Yeah, and then all the
NFTs, yeah,
licensing could be like it's given when you sell the NFT
yes,
that the song DJ uses. Yeah, I
yeah,
like that.
yeah. So we
Yeah.
can use the decentralized part of crypto here to actually help us instead of the licensing working against us
Yes.
in the real world, right?
Exact.
Yeah, that
Exactly.
gatekeeping.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's like it's so I love like the thing is I love it so much and I want to do it, and it's like I'm in front of a lot of these NFT people, right? The
yeah,
music NFT people, and a lot of them have built the infrastructure that enables this, and it's almost plug and play.
yeah,
But my problem is I've got this fucking leaderboard business going, and it's like it's too good, it like
yeah.
it's just too occupying. Like I can't tear myself away from, and we're not like advanced enough for it to just like run by
Okay.
itself.
Well,
So
you know what?
I'm
Write it down.
yeah,
Write it down somewhere as a future thing to look at. And so it doesn't escape your brain this way, right? So you write it down for possibly you must have some sort of roadmap idea in your head, but map that out in writing and then put that in there because it could be a way it could be a solution down the road, right? And so and then you start to notice that things will line up. So don't make it hard on yourself right now. Just write that down, and then the solution will come. But you got to have it. You got to tell your brain to look for the solution. There's the solution. Things will get easier. Maybe you're gonna be more efficient over time, anyways, right? And so
yes,
yeah, but do
definitely.
write that down because being decentralized, right, this way, that's I think the purpose of a lot of what we're doing in the space too, right? and and that's a great thing because especially that lines up with the people that are artists, music artists. They using the non-fungible token, the NFT, to monetize themselves instead of a label gatekeeping them and then you having to pay the license. See, so this is for both. Is going to be a perfect connection, right? So because we run from the idea of decentralization, so it will come, it will fill a space there, I believe so. I don't think there's enough artists yet. I know a few, and of course a few big ones as well that actually had breakthroughs in the real world. One of them is of course Dill with his Good Morning. That was actually like 3 or 4 years ago already, maybe 5 years. I don't know, you guys. Time flies in crypto. It's a different thing, right? But yeah, so he actually had a big hit and broke out into the real world with a gem, and so yeah, it happens. But I would love to see more artists doing that. And so if that's you and you're making music, right, then go ahead and even they're making money too. Don't get me wrong, you can make good money. I have known some artists that made bank, man. They just minted on a little bit and the 5,000 mint for a little bit of ETH. And what they did was this, right? They went to different communities, hooked up with these communities, and I made a fucking song about it, right? And good ones too. Let me just show you a little bit of here. This was Mick Ruiz. and he made it for XRP, right? For the meme token XRP. So not XRP, but for the meme token. And this was a big token. I'm not going to name the name because after 8 months, the team decided to rug it anyway in the worst way possible the day before Christmas. So let's not touch on that. But when it was hype, he was in the community. He didn't hold the bag of the token, but he made a song about it. And that's how he got money. Let me play it for you. I think it's still a spectacular song. I don't even care if it rugged. Here we go. Come on. Yeah. I actually still got that NFT. I love it. Vibes, man. So chill. Michael Calais.
I just made some extra P, yeah, 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 yeah. Stacking money to the ceiling, yeah, yeah, yeah. Multiply cause I need it, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just the record where I see it, yeah, yeah, yeah. Changing up my energy, no more time for enemies. I just want my money stacked up like a centipede. Need a glass of Tito, candlestick torpedo. Never sip on lean though. I just see my green grow. Aura, plata, I just need a casa. Hit the Megalodon's phone and we link mañana. Pour up, plata, I just need a casa. Hit the Megalodon's phone and we link mañana. I just make some extra pay, yeah, 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 yeah. Stacking money to the ceiling, yeah, yeah, yeah. Multiply cause I need it, yeah, yeah, yeah. This the record where I see it, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so guys, this is just a guy in New York making these songs. I mean, he's got some vibes. He's very authentic in his voice and his lyrics and stuff. And he just did that for different communities. And just with this song alone, there was at 0.02 Ethereum, which was at the same price as it was and he minted that 161 times for this song. There you go. There you go. Isn't that great for artists to be able to do that? This is decentralization. This is why. So if you know artists in your area close to you, give them the alpha, right? Because they can do better and be appropriately rewarded for their music, their art. So, and then go to Song Jam and have it programmed in there, do a collab, right? So you could be a platform even, Adam, later on for this. So if you know, know.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. It definitely needs to be incorporated properly in the future, and I'm passionate about it, and
Next level.
I've got friends. I've got a lot of my friends that on Spaces as well are doing music, and it's cool, but it's also like I just know it's also super tough, right? And I just know how tough it is. Just the music, like not just the music industry, but the this like trying to make it right with decentralized infrastructure and lining it all up
Well,
is also just crazy. Yeah.
I believe that if you have talent, then it's just like I said, showing up consistently and be open. Go to spaces, ask for the alpha. There's these guys, they were on every space. Hey, you guys want to hear my song? Right? I made you guys a little song. Right? And they were, having people listen to their music, just maybe 10 or 20 seconds of it or something like that. But they were doing the work for it. Like, look, you cannot expect the world to be coming to your doorstep no matter how talented you are. That's where these labels, they're doing the work for you. But it's also hard to get a label. Yeah, but then they have to do the marketing. But if you decentralize, doesn't mean just a quick way there. No, it's going to be the marketing yourself, but all of the money is then going to be for you as well, right? And so you are your own manager, your own label, your own everything. But it doesn't mean that you can just sit there and receive, right? That's just not how that works.
It's it's the way forwards.
I'm just eating some candy now. Yeah, it is the way forward. I was going to close my mic because it was really
Man,
important.
I'm such a retard. I was looking around. I was like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? I was like looking around. Where's my phone? And I realized like I'm on my phone. This is my phone that
Yes,
I'm
you're looking
speaking
at
to
it.
you on my phone. It's like where is it? Where did I leave it? I was
Adam,
just doing that for like
it's
a
getting
good
too
five
late for you.
minutes just then.
It's
It
getting
is
too late.
getting too late.
You know what I'm
here's the
bullish
thing.
on? Like this autumn thing. Like I'm super bullish on that, and I'm not gonna be quiet about it. I think that's awesome.